I had something set on OBS that wasn't acceptable. Let me just double check everything's good. It should be grand. There we go. Yeah, everything's grand. Everything is good. Basically, I was trying to record in 4K the other day, and yeah, it was just not having it. 1 second, let me set up my monitors and shiz. Right, anyway, happy Sunday. One thing I did fix is I fixed my camera, so it's actually, hi Jessica. So I'm actually now in 4K. Ooh, I mean, the lighting's a bit shit, but I am actually in 4K now, which is cool. Yeah, no, basically I had to, thank you, Cams. Fingers crossed. I've basically got like nearly a few bits. For context as well, I have a Project Zomboid video recorded, but I was getting a little bit of a stuttering error, and I'm trying to figure out. I think I figured out why it is. It was because I was screen recording rather than window recording, and I just tried to get my old microphone set up, and it just wasn't working. So I've actually recorded like 6 hours worth of footage last week, but I'm going to start again. I'm just going to go back to using this microphone, but I've basically fixed everything now. Yeah, Sonic looks cool. That's actually usually how he looks on my sofa, but I just thought let me give you guys a better look. There he is. God, it looks way better in 4K, doesn't it? I'm getting confused. There he is. So you see, he's got a little throne and everything. Evening. Yeah, so basically, I'll have a video plan for tomorrow and a video plan for Tuesday. The Project Zomboid one's really annoying, because I basically recorded an hour and 20-minute video on Project Zomboid. Basically, it's like the first day in-game, and like I showed you loads of cool stuff, and it's a good video, and then I was watching it back, I noticed every time I tried to zoom the camera out, my camera would stutter, and I was like, why the fuck is it doing that? It doesn't do that in-game. And then I fixed that, and then I was like, right, I'll record it again. But basically, I think my old microphone, well, the new one I got, I think it's really unreliable. So for the first video, the audio was perfect, and then for the second video, my audio sounded shit again. So I'm like, you know, I'm just not using. It's definitely the XLR, like the mixer that the camera, the thing goes into. Sorry, also my hair is being really frizzy. Anyway, all of my excuses aside, I've got a video tomorrow. It's basically going to be a video on, for those who were at the last stream, let me show you. So it'll be Fallout video tomorrow, and then the Project Zomboid video on Tuesday. Okay, let me show you what I'm going to do. Basically, video tomorrow, because I want to build a couple of shacks around the place, and when I finally get up there, I should have had... So you see these cloth structures here, basically. I want to build more stuff with that. So like these ones here, these ones here. So that's the video for tomorrow. And yeah, it's gonna be really cool. So they're excited. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I don't even know why I was outside. Right, I'm gonna be building this area next. I'm gonna build something here. Yeah, no, I'm in a good mood now. I'm a little bit annoyed I didn't do my 2 videos last week that I planned, but I'm gonna have 2 videos next week instead, so that's fine. And the heat wave is officially over. It's still a bit warm, but in about 2 or 3 days, it's gonna be like basically early 20s, and by the week after next, it's gonna drop to like, I think it's gonna drop to under 20 degrees. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so excited. I've had enough. I've like utterly and completely had enough with the heat. I just don't want it anymore. It sucks. It sucks so much. Right. How did I do Mama Murphy's shack? So how is everyone? Are you good? Are you magical? You're not going to snap in for no apparent reason, just doesn't want to snap into that bit. Because you're a prick. Why are you not letting me? That's weird. Right, I'll put it on the side and pop it in that way. Oh, I've got the scrapping mod still enabled, haven't I? Right, okay. That's why I can't put anything down. I'm so excited for the heat to drop. Oh my god. I think literally... And we're actually going to get rain next week as well, if I check. Oh! There's a chance of rain at 11 o'clock tonight. I'm so excited. I just want it to be under 20 degrees again. I just wanna... And how am I looking? There you go. My head's all shiny as well. Right, what am I doing? What am I doing? Is the game a bit loud? The game feels a little bit loud. Turn the game down a bit. Right. Oh, fuck off. Oh, shit, yeah. Bethesda are updating the game again soon for the creations menu. So you want to... And actually, I'm going to do that right now. One sec. I have to exit the game. I have to basically exit the game to get this to work. I have to, like, turn it off and on again. Basically, don't forget to save your load order. I think I can do it here. Right now. Otherwise, it's going to break all my shit and I'm going to be really upset. Cleaned the flat today. I did. Cleaned the flat. I got a new plant. Do you see my new plant? Where's my new plant? Wait for this to load up. Give it a sec. Ah, you go. Wait, no, that's wrong. Thank you. Right, wait up. So I got... I wanted one of these for ages. And I was in B&Q yesterday, which is like a hardware stop for those of you who aren't in the UK. And I got this. It is a Monstera, but a different kind. I think it's called the... I can't remember the name of it now. But I've always wanted one of these, and I bought like a really small one once, and it died really quickly, whereas this one is going to go right next to the window. Bad look of it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. The thing about these ones is they always get a little bit warped because they grow them inside, so you always end up buying them a little bit damaged, but this was the least damaged one. Some of the leaves are a bit goofy, but I'm so excited. Anyway. Oh, no worries, Jessica. Well, thank you for joining anyway. Yeah, I myself, I'm like fairly... I basically don't watch many live streams other than like my mates, but I'll anecdotally tune into some of them. Like, I watch the Games Workshop ones. Hey, Jax. I am good. I'm good. I was mentioned at the start of the stream, but I've got some videos that were meant to be last week that are now going to be this week. So I just save it like this. Okay. Bosh. Don't forget to do that. I might even actually make a video before the new update just to tell you what to do, because otherwise, yeah. Things are good. Nah, you're good. Is it Jack's grin? I like your icon, by the way. Ah, la la la. Right. I can slow down now. I'm gonna clean the flat. I'm like a little bit hungover this morning. I literally recorded. One sec. Current. No. Yes. I literally recorded about 5 hours worth of Project Zomboid footage because I kept, like, in one of the videos it was going really well and then I accidentally wasn't paying attention and got bitten at the end of it and I was like, well, that's not something I want to do a video on, because I basically die at the end of the video, and then 2 of them the audio was shit and 1 of them the graphics were shit. So basically I've been struggling. However, I'm really happy that I fixed my camera at least. So, but I think, as we all know, me and tech issues is just a match made in heaven. But it's all good, all good. Right, let's try that again. I'm going to pop you over here. Oh, Mama Murphy's Shack of Shackington. Jack, that's fair. I mean, I only recently updated my my profile picture for the first time in a decade. So I like the Free States. The Free States colours remind me of very niche thing. There's a faction in 40k, in the Orc faction, called the Death Skulls, and they're basically orcs that paint themselves blue because blue is a lucky colour and they like to loot stuff. Oh, fuck off, Kingsport Lighthouse. And that's what that reminds me of. Right, we have to go defend Kingsport Lighthouse. Right, we got here. I hate having the crosshair run when I'm fighting. I haven't actually played Fallout 76 in like a month now. I need to jump into it. My brain's been, I mentioned last stream, but I've been like, I have a bit of a problem with bipolar. I get like really happy and really sad. And I've been a bit of a weird sad thing for no reason really, just other than stupid spicy brain. And I haven't been productive in anything, so I'm like slowly, I'm in a good mood now. But I haven't even been playing games I like. Oh, that one's tough. Say yes to drugs, kiddos. Oh, I haven't played Helldivers 2 in ages. Oh. Is that all of them? I don't think that was all of them. Oh, my nose is itchy, sorry. Oh. Right, okay. It's really dark as well. It's... Oh, is that random trap still there? That's probably been there for ages. Where are they? Any more? I didn't see the quest thing up, so there must be another group somewhere. But yeah, no, I'm doing... Ah, shit. I'm doing pretty damn good now, to be honest. Let me kill these guys, one sec. Guys, we're trying to build here, and oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, damn, son. Ah, god damn it. Why are they all, like, high level as well? Tough motherfucker. Is that all of them? Thank you. Okay, anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying? I have no idea. Something about life. Yeah, I'm really bipolar. And, like, I had, like, a really weird July and start of August. And I just need to get my structure back in. I'm in a very structured mood. Though I'm a little bit annoyed by videos, aren't I? See, I was enjoying it. But yeah, no, when I'm in like one of my weird little moods, I tend to not play stuff. I don't do stuff I like. It's really weird, self-destructive thing I do. It's fucking annoying, actually. Someone's just left a pillar here. That was almost certainly me. And yeah, no, I haven't been playing. It was a shame because I do like it, so I'm going to sort of force myself to play it next week. Oh, a fusion core. Cheeky. I'm playing lots of Project Zomboid though. I also want to play more console games, I've decided. Like, generally, because what I've been doing, I think, when I'm like depressed, just randomly talking about myself, don't worry about it. Just talking about how miserable I was for a week or two, well, a month, is I tend to play a lot of PC games where I sort of zone out, which is both fun because I play things like Project Zomboid, but also bad because I end up like, just my brain. It's almost like doom scrolling on your phone, but video game form of that. So I'm going to start playing Fallout 76. And I've got a game called Hell Is Us, which is really good. Kind of Souls-esque. Right. Paper.
Hey, wait there.
Reload that. I'm going to make some drugs as well. I'm out of drugs, out of everything. Some fire. There's the light. Okay, cool. What am I building? I'm building drugs. Drugs. Gorgeous, that'll do. No psycho though. Hey, Butchie. Yeah, I think like I think if people have been playing Fallout 76 quite consistently, I can understand why it wouldn't be as fun now. For me, because I hadn't played it for like a couple of years, when I jumped back in, I really enjoyed it for like 2 months, and then I hit my little kind of downer period, and I just couldn't get my brain back into it. So I'm gonna I'm going to give it a shot soon. Right, come here, you. Because I did enjoy it. Why is that not letting me put you there? That's really weird. I can't figure out why. Is there maybe there's a rug? I bet there's a fucking rug down here somewhere in there. Maybe there's a rug in there. Why are you just waiting out there? I mean, you look happy, but I don't like the fact you're just waiting out there. I bet you there's a rug. I bet you there's a rug in there. For those who didn't watch the last stream, look at this cool thing we made. So I made this kennel, and this area here looks amazing, if I do say so myself, with like the cloth tarps on the top. Oh, it's a little prison area, it's so good. And then also I rebuilt the Minuteman place, but like these cloth tarps are from one of the paid creations from Andrew CX, the USO creator, and it's just yeah, no, I saw they've got the Kazakin, and you can also have what do we call it, the Contemptor Dreadnought as your mech and things. Basically, I need to get it on PlayStation 5 at some point. Is there not a mech? There isn't one there. It's just being weird. There's definitely something here. Oh yeah, there's a random nav mesh rug there. Weird. I've basically been playing quite a lot of Darktide. So like a kind of horde style game, which I really enjoyed. No, I need to get on it and play more stuff. I need to play more things, more story content, because as much as I do love Project Zomboid, I want to make videos on it, my brain sort of does turn off while I'm playing it. It's like, I don't know if you guys have this thing, I get it when I play like any kind of Civ game as well. It's like my brain goes really, really weird. Like, it sort of shuts down, which is in part concerning. I get kind of like, yeah, it's this weird, yeah, my brain's weird. Sort it out, brain, sort it out. Let's use the, I really like these things. I've got no calf left. God damn it. The best place for cloth is money, isn't it? Colin! Right, let's go. We're going on a little bit of a journey for money. I need cloth, because I'm going to be using it quite a lot. What's my favourite companion? Firstly, respect for picking Preston, because I think Preston gets way too much hate purely due to the memes. Preston's a really good companion, I think. He has a lot of good dialogue. I think probably Nick is probably my favourite. I think Nick, but Nick's kind of an unfair one, because he has almost an entire DLC dedicated to his character development. Yeah, I like Nick. I basically like Nick, Hancock, Piper, Preston. Yeah, I like a lot of them, but I think the ones probably it's Nick, Hancock, and Piper. And then, like, just below that, it's, like, Codsworth, Preston. Curie's fine, but, I've mentioned before, she's a little bit problematic romance. Alright, what do I need? I need ballistic components. What ammo do I have lots of? Yeah, that's Jax. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. The one in Lexington. Great mines, because it just has loads of money. What do I have lots of? Honestly, I'll just switch different things. I've got loads of saw blades, haven't I? Yeah, we'll do that. Careful not to get mini nuked though. Fucking fuck off. 10 Pines Bluff was getting attacked. I didn't even see that. God damn it. Fucking 10 Pines Bluff now. Ugh. What do they? Can't these people defend themselves? What am I? Some kind of leader of the Minutemen who's meant to save them? I don't know if I want to touch those Raider mattresses, to be fair. Right, 10 Pines Bluff, is it? Literally, Tim, literally. Fuckers, honestly. Also, I need to get a mod for the... because I bet it's Red Devil. Really? Oh, I was going to say it's Rust Devils isn't. What's pleasant? Ow, Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ow, that's so vicious. You see that blade just stuck in his... Oh, that was brutal. Oh, that was vicious. Ah. Oh. Also, this place looks amazing. That was just harsh. I'm impressed with him for being still alive after having a saw blade buried straight into his head. Respect, honestly. I didn't realise they, like, stuck in them. Vicious. Right, okay, so... Oh, hello.
Stop right there.
Right. Think of... Whoa! Easy, easy. Anyway, before I do that, think of the rabbits, Lenny. Attaboy. No, see, I like Preston. Preston gets a incredibly bad rap, and he's one of the more interesting characters. Okay, the range. I would like a lot more cloth, but instead we're just gonna grab all this money, which I don't even need to open this door. So technically I do, but I could go around the back. Thank you. How much? I wonder how much you get from this. I always forget. There we go. That's literally 100 cloth. That's so good. I don't actually know how much you get per one. How much you get per one? Oh, so it's just like 108 cloth. I'll take that. I'll piss off. Yes, I can. God damn it. I've got a load of social stuff next. So next Sunday. So the stream next week will probably be on Saturday or potentially Friday, but probably Saturday. Because I've got a thing on Sunday and a thing on Monday. Oh. Social battery's going to get drained again, isn't it? That's literally a good old shipment right there. And honestly way easy to get than, you know. Thank you. Then, you know, because there's only one shipment seller for cloth, I think, and it's the Abernethys, and they only sell like 25 or something. It's really lame. Don't even have a big shipment of cloth.
Hey, wait there.
I'm gonna do the lighting in all this place. So yeah, videos. Gonna have 2 next week. Gonna make sure they work properly. Nothing's gonna go wrong. I'm a little bit miffed though, because I did actually really like my Project Zomboid video. Like, ignoring the fact the graphics stuttering, it's a really good video. There's some good tips in there. Fuck's sake. Do it again, will I? Right, okay, anyway. Anywho, where were we before we were rudely interrupted? I mean, not actually having any of the resources I needed. Once I built this, I basically built everything back to the level it was before. The only thing is I've got to do some of the decorating inside, but other than that, we're pretty... Oh, laggins. Oh, lagging. Still lagging? Calm down. Thank you. Also, I'm going to use these in a bit. I'm going to, I'm going to do these now. Let me just quickly do... Because there's some extra stuff in here. Hers needs to be red, I think. Actually, no, no, blue. I'm going to try something, because I've got in this one here, in the roof section, we've just got... I don't even know what mod this is from, actually, because apparently it's not Andrew's mod. But it has these AC ducts, and what I'm gonna do in it is I'm gonna use these to represent pipes. I don't know how I start them off though. Oh, they just connect like that. Okay. So if I do. Like that, do they like snap into each other? Okay, okay, okay. Right, so what we'll do, let's do it like this way. It might look a bit goofy for a minute. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pipe everything up. It's going to look a little bit silly. What we're gonna do, I like how this person made these. They're really... Hey Vivo, how are you? How art thou? Do they have it curving up, or do they have I'm hoping I can just... Did not have one curving the other direction. Okay, but we're gonna have to make something really silly. Sort of going to be like this. It's going to look a little bit dumb. But I don't think it will, actually. I think it will work. I am doing good. I'm doing good. I mentioned, like, earlier that I've been had a bit of a big depression spike. But now I'm kind of feeling pretty solid. Which is really cool. Yeah. I don't know why, just my stupid, spicy brain decided to be sad for a while. Which is really annoying, because life was pretty good. Alright, I'm not going to do it now, but the whole plan is, I'm going to have this pipe, like, connected. Actually, no, I am going to do it now, I've changed my mind. Do I have, like, a pole? Like, something that can look like it's carrying it around? Well, it's good to see you pop in. I'll show you some of the stuff we built in a sec, because we built quite a lot of cool bits. Yeah, okay, that's gonna work. Okay, I've got an idea. I need a pillar. I need a pillar. Yeah, it's weird. My brain's so annoyed. Like, I even got to the point where I went to, like, one of my social events. Like, I've got the point now. I've got, like, a little bit of a group of friends now. It's really weird. Considering I moved to Brighton and didn't know anyone. And I went to my social events, and I had to leave early because I was just, like, couldn't. Just, so fucking annoying. Stupid brain. But I am doing much better now. Okay, so what I'm going to do... I'm going to do this thing now, because I think it's going to look really cool. You know, I could even have it in line with the power, so like... Yeah, okay, let's do that. Why is that being so weird? Right, are you there like that? And are you there like that? Why have you been so weird? Right, okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, put it this way, I've barely done any of the main story. I haven't even got Nick in this run currently. So that's how little I've done of the story. Yeah. Oh, shit. I've just... Oh, no, I'm fine. Okay, good. I thought I just crashed the game. I did not crash the game. Go team. Okay, so I've got these. Duct support. Okay, it's gonna look a bit... I'm gonna have to basically, like, sort of link it together in a slightly silly way. Ah, okay. That's gonna look a bit dumb, put it that way. What I'll do is I'm actually gonna move them out, and I'm gonna put those in later. So we'll connect the pipes first. And then I'll have... Yeah, I can do it that way. And now we're going to do this. I just need it to look like it makes sense. So I'm going to use these as being the connectors for the pipes. And then I'm going to sort of move them up like that. This will look good, trust me. I'll use the straight ones, don't I? Yeah, he's fine. He's alright. He'll be fine. We'll get him at some point, though. Annoyingly, they don't have to see... They don't have one that bends upwards, which is what I want. They not have a single one that bends upward. Oh, that's really annoying. Can't you fuckers? I'll have to do some shenanigans. It's going to look a bit sillier. I'm going to build basically put a load on top of each other and make it look like it's going to be weird, but it's going to work, right? Trust in me. Trust in the no respawns. So I'm going to do it in a bit. I'm going to do it, but I've got an idea. I'm just going to have to build like little structures to sort of raise it up. But I think the whole process should look really should look really good. I think. And then I have like I'm going to have a big tank that it goes to at the top. And then so ostensibly what it is going to be is like this. And it's going to like go through and connect. But it's, to be honest, I don't have to go long. I just have to put the structure. I'll do that later. Yeah, I like the idea of them having a proper water system that's actually connected as well. So I'm going to basically put a tank here. I already know exactly the tank we're going to use. And that should work really, really well, I think. I think. Ugh. Right. That cat has just wandered over here, and I don't know why. It was all over there before. So I'm going to build this area first, because I need to sort of build the tank. Now, I think... Where was the water tank? It's in the building section somewhere. Can I find it? Because I know exactly the tanks I want to use. It's the ones I used for It's in the pre-war buildings. It's in here, I think. Technically, they do have a water tower I could actually use. Oh, wait, I could literally just have a water tower. Does that look a bit goofy there? No, that actually works. Although there's that ugly concrete. So I'll have it connecting into... it's going to be... Because it doesn't have to be that high up, does it? I can sink it into the ground when I find somewhere to put it. Go there for a sec. You bastard, thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to sink this bad boy so it's, like, not as high. Oh, get in, you prick. Okay, I need a bigger pillar. Need a bigger pillar. What's that, man? I can leg it, just... God damn it. Not playing with myself, by the way. I'm scratching my leg, don't mind me. That looks bad on this camera. That did not look great. It's not one of those streams, don't worry. Not yet, anyway. Give it time, though. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood. Yes, I make this a bit stockier. There we go. And it's slightly... I'm going to grab the wall if I do that on you. God damn it, it's a bit too close to the wall. Oh, how do I get these? If you go to USO Integrate, you get the Unlock Settlement Object mod. They're in there somewhere. Structures. Yeah, sorry for the little bit of start of spicy stream there. Get in, you prick. There we go. Okay, cool. And this time, actually, make sure it's... I'll grab it from a further way so I can... Is that Colin? Hi, Colin. Love you. Right, okay, cool. That's better. Because it was a little bit too close. It was, like, sticking in the side before. We don't want that. I want it basically as low as possible, so I can just have the pipe going to the top. There we go. And then I can have a pipe going out the side there. Right, we're actually going to set this whole process up because I think it's going to look cool. Just you wait, everyone. Just you wait. Just you wait. This is going to look cool. So this is going to be the end of it. Actually, we'll have it pop out that way, I think. I think it'll look cooler. If it's slightly enough angle. Technically, you've got that pipe as well. Actually, I could even maybe... How clever can I make this? How clever can I make this? How obscenely complicated can I make this? Okay, I've got it. And knowing they don't have any pipes going down, I have this one, but nothing down. So I can just connect them to this. It's going to look slightly goofy. What I'll probably do... Wait, no, that looks silly. Good morning, Andrew. How are you? Okay, what I'll do... I can basically cover that up. So I don't know what that is. We'll do something else with that. And then we're going to put this here. So this is actually where the water comes from. And then we've got... Need something that can connect to that. It's really annoying that it doesn't connect to that bit and instead connects to that bit because it looks a bit silly, but We'll have it come off the side here like this. And it's going to come out there like that. I just kind of wish they had some pipes where it went fully down. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, so I obviously 76 is multiplayer, but I feel as if, like, I don't know, maybe it needs to, oh, they actually connect together like the rug, that's handy. I feel as if they definitely need a fully solo experience for the next one. Yeah, why do they not have an air duct that goes downwards? That would make this so much easier to do. How dare they not magically know I would want that? Also, why is this one randomly not going in? Well, that's not very good, is it? I'll do this in a silly way again, won't I? This is going to make sense when it's done, don't you worry. Don't you worry your pretty little faces. Why will it not, like... That's so lame. They just randomly will not connect. Oh, it's properly annoying this. Right, I'm gonna have to do this in a really like obtuse way on the floor or something. We'll get it working. Right, what I'll do. Ah, God, thank you. Jax, and welcome to the stream. I'm glad you've enjoyed the videos. What did you miss? You missed me trying to fiddle around with making some piping. So potentially nothing important, but like also I'm getting really annoyed because it's only some of them are connecting to each other. It's really lame and annoying. This person's, I don't know what mod this is actually from though, that's the thing. Do I have anything that's like slightly pump related? I bet we do. Literally, yeah. Having a pause button would be nice. I feel like with the multiplayer thing as well, they kind of sort of have to force certain design choices that maybe might not really work. Oh, I'm an idiot. Why don't I just have a land one? Yeah, of course. That just connects. Oh yeah, that's way easier than what I was gonna do. Way easier. Because I want it to in theory make sense, basically. Like, if you follow the pipes, it goes from the lake to the... Let's move that one out there for a bit. You're a little prick, aren't you? How this person has set this up is mildly annoying. Okay, can come up there like that. Cool. A smaller pipe. Yay! Okay, so that is the pump where the water comes up. This was way too obtuse, but I've emotionally committed. Glad I had the condensers 10 years. Hey, I use these ones all the time. I just forgot about it when doing this little bit here. No, the pipes basically have how they appear to have been set up is they don't snap together, but you can only place them on certain parts, and so it's a little bit finicky would be the word I would use. But now I've done that, I'm gonna do them now because I've sort of like emotionally committed to this idea. I'm gonna basically follow these bits. I'm just gonna make a load of piping from there. So next, I'm making something slightly obtuse. But that works. I didn't realise this would be so difficult to do. It's fine. Said I'm emotionally committed to doing this, so we're gonna do it. As long as it kind of like makes theoretical sense, that's what I'm doing. Who knew setting up functional plumbing systems would be so much of a challenge? Who knew? Who'da thunk? This is so obtuse. I love it. I will have to probably move some of these over. So silly. Right. I need to put something over there, otherwise it looks a little bit goofy. There we go. Obviously, I don't want you to realise it's actually just a vent. Ah! Right, this is going to work. I can't believe it, but it is in fact going to work. It's a bit silly, but it's going to work. No, I want it strung in there like a lunatic, because then I'm going to basically like reinforce it, so it's going to be like, yeah. It's also thematically I want it so they can actually get at it a bit easier. And it's not going to be floating, I'm going to have like supports underneath. For some reason I like having cables everywhere, I just wanted it to sort of be done this way, because I want it to be something that stands out, like I'm actually going to decorate it and everything. I might even like put lights on it and shit. He's going to sound like exactly that. So to connect to that one. Just so we're not facing the same direction. This is way more involved than I was planning it to be now. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just put some pipes suspended in the air. It'll be really easy to do. No, it wasn't easy to do at all. But it looks cool. Or it will look cool when I'm finished with it. Or just really silly, I can't decide, one of the two. So stupid, I love it. Yeah, dog. I think it was like a hamster or something. I can't remember. I think what I'll do, because the ground sharply goes up, I'm going to have like a kind of middling structure to put it in. Think of it maybe like a purifier of some description that sort of cleans the water a little bit more. That would be good, but I might put some little buckets there to thematically simulate that. Yeah, so what I'm going to do in... is it in... It's not in here, I don't think. It's one of these, but it's not that. It's those big tanks I used in... Is it in vehicles, actually? No. No. I used them in my, Flip. Yeah, exactly that. Is it in furniture, maybe? No, it'll be in decorations if it's anywhere. There are these big tanks in the, Ah, that's a good shout. Where were they, everyone? Where were they? There are these big, like, they're used in the Beantown Brewery. And I don't know where you've buried them. In water, maybe? Oh, actually, these look really cool. I could have used that. God damn it. No, I can't for the life of me remember they are. Can't remember where they were. These big metal tanks. Maybe a metal tab somewhere? Ah, that's why! They're in the homemaker mod, thank you. That's why. That's why. Thank you. I figure out where they put them. I remember them being in a really weird place. Ah! There we go. Good, because I would have spent absolutely ages looking at that. So this boils the water. taller one. We'll do that one. Yeah, we'll do that one. Thank you, because I would have literally because I think the thing is I haven't actually used much from Homemaker in ages, so I kind of forgot about it to an extent. Needs to be more level than that, and also I need to put a thing at the end. That's it. That was annoying. Okay. Look at that. Andrew knows. Andrew always knows. Okay, I just need a piece of metal to connect it properly, so it doesn't look a bit silly. They're being a bit weird, but I will take it. I want one that doesn't have a... That'll do, maybe, if I go in. I want it centered, though. Right, that way. God, why can't I just be normal and make normal things? Why do I have to be so just obtuse all the time? There we go. There we go. Then we can have other structures, but basically, here's my very precarious. Precarious, but I think pretty decent. I'll have to put another one of these in here. You know, go in there, you little shit. If I just move that out for a sec, actually. Being a right little knobhead, this one. Stop being a prick. Is it you? Are you in the way? Then we just need something on the end, and I'm basically just going to rug glitch that thing in. That's what we're going to do. Will you just go in there, you prick? This mod is really annoying. Like, it's kind of like nearly good, but also because of like the way the snapping points work, it gets a bit confusing. Shoddy work, Andrew, is all I'm saying. Ah, this one can be placed in the first. Ah, okay, cool. So I can actually just move this one up. Okay. So now, just check it is the right angle. So we're just going to basically rug glitch that in, and then I add all the supports. And then we've got plumbing. Go team. We did it, gang. We did it. That is the wrong section. See, if it were your mod, it would have worked flawlessly. So I'm just going to see that. So I have to sync that one in quite a lot, but it should. Also, there's something rudely on the floor. That, David. Ha 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 ha. I think it's slightly too stumpy because it needs to be at the top there. Oh no! I mean, look, it works. It's close enough. Right, I need daylight. But okay, so the pipes are connected now. I have to just like actually add the supports on. This works. It's silly, but it works. Once I've added supports and like texturized it a little bit more, it's going to look really good. What's up is that took bloody much longer than I was planning. That's what's up. Right. Ugh. That was a lot of work. Lovely. Ugh. I also had a really busy week at work, but it was actually quite productive. I've had a weird-ass week. Hopefully, this week is a lot quieter. Right, okay. Okay. So, now we can actually add the support and make this look like it, you know, isn't just floating in the air. So what shall I use? I was leaning towards... Can I just use the beams from these? Because I think it will look better. Nope, wrong section. And I can just sort of slide them. Yeah, let's literally do that. It makes way more sense just to do this. Really maxed out the build space as well. Obviously, I'll add some like other bits. I'm gonna like texturize the bottom, but ostensibly, yeah, it works. Hashtag it just works. Does it though? Does it, David? Oh, don't snap, you prick. You excitable twat. Yeah, just so it's even. This has in fact just worked. Also, that is a lot of wood for one table. I had not realised that table had about 20 wood in it. Technically, for symmetry, I'm going to use the same ones. They said I was mad. Who's mad now? Yay! Plumbing! Yay! I'll need one there as well. Well, this is true, but like... God damn it. Yeah, a little bit. Back a smidgen. Gorgeous. Ah ha ha ha. Look, listen, quiet you, Andrew. It's all in there. Everything's in there. However that works is in there. Or maybe it's coming from inside there. I don't know. Look, listen. Not that kind of operation. Also, that's not fully straight. I'll straighten that one up. I'll have none of your naysaying. Oh, wait, no, that's not going to work. It's going to grab everything. I will just accept that, or I might actually just put something in between that to hide it. Okay, I think there's some vent support in that thing I can add. Yeah, Andrew, I did. I actually mentioned at the start of the video. I'm going to possibly even just make a quick like little FYI video for people just so they don't forget. Because hypothetically, I've forgotten before and I was very mad. Anything good in here? Not really. Oh, hello. You want a singular one of those? You do have a singular one of those. Ew. Yeah. Exactly. Things don't need to make sense. They just make enough sense. So if I just like add them there like that. That's just a fucking no, because that's just gonna spend ages. They're all gonna look weird. I'm gonna have some of them look right and some of them don't look right. So there's some more supporting bits in here. I feel as if like these probably need some more. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there for now. I'm doing actually only one thing, which I'm gonna put one of these in between that one there. There we go. Fluffiness, fair enough. Sweetest cousins, good lord. Welcome, welcome. You missed all of the fun of me very painstakingly adding piping. Okay, cool. Right, I'm probably going to add some more detail to that at some point, like texturize it. I'm going to probably put stuff on the bottom so it looks like it's been worked on. But at least for now, the water gets pumped from here and actually goes into the town. Honestly, I'm quite happy with that. It definitely needs more texture and details onto it to like make it more blending in with the scenario terrain a little bit. But I like it because it feels industrial. Oh, also my nose itches. Good lord. Oh, Andrew, I'm going to have a video on using your cloth roofs tomorrow. It was meant to be yesterday, but then my Project Zomboid video went wrong, and I've got to re-record that, so that'll be on Tuesday, but Fallout video tomorrow. Right. Anyway, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to build loads of shacks using those because they're fun. I quite enjoyed them. We have theoretically functional water. This was originally some farms, so we're going to have some farms there. But let's do... Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. What I want to do is I want an excuse to kind of make a few like scrappy metal shacks, and I just think that's just going to work really, really well. So... it would be good. I wonder if actually using your bits and pieces now. So I think they're all. I'm guessing they're inside here. I imagine. Yeah. If I could maybe use. I thought they looked good for roofs. Maybe not. For the front. Okay, no, I'm not going to use it for the front. Oh, da, da. Oh, good lord. Oh, alright, okay. That would make sense. Fair enough. Jesus, yeah, we don't have exciting weather. Or, not usually in the UK. Minus the, if you don't count the horrendous heat wave, which is baking us all alive. But other than that, we're usually a bit more benign with our weather. Build limit's nearly maxed out as well. Where's me fences? Yeah, Jessica, that's the plan. So I'm going to basically decorate the whole pipe area so it looks like it's being, you know, constantly maintained and worked on. Mama Murphy, you've got your shack. Hope you're happy. Because it's gonna take me a minute to do. Where's me pillar? Am I making more mods? I don't know. The problem is, it just shit test takes ages to do. That's the problem. And I'm very prone to like committing. Oh, random rug. Committing myself to doing lots of stuff. So there's rugs everywhere. I'm just spawning rugs. So at least for now, no. But you know, never say never kind of thing. It's more just a case of like, I've got to. What is that? Not picking. That's weird. I've got to prioritize my time, basically. I don't think we have any hanging plants, but I could do something. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of doing. Like, I was going to hang, like, for example, I'll show you. And I think it's in Homemaker, actually. Is it in Homemaker? One of the mods, I always forget where it is. I think it's just out here. Has the tin chimes. I don't know, I've lost it. I keep losing it. Yeah, thanks, Danny. I actually have to. There's still some errors with one of them. And I can't. There are two errors with my mods I can't figure out how to fix. One of them is that my home plate mod, for some reason, makes the elevator in Vault 111 invisible, and I genuinely can't figure out why. And then the other one is that my Sanctuary mod seemed to make it so that this specific cell here, you can't... It messes with the junk in some way, and like all of the debris comes back. I just need to do an update on them, but I haven't got around to doing it yet. Yeah, I've got some plans. Where is it? Let me show you. Where are they? I keep forgetting where they are. Because I'm pretty sure it's not in... Maybe it is in USO integrated. Am I going crazy? I don't think so. There's that little, there's that the tin can chimes. I can never remember where it is. I'm always losing it. Oh, don't crash. You're gonna crash, aren't you? It crashed. It's really annoying. Bastard. Yeah, Danny, I don't know why it does it. I genuinely don't know why it does it. I like literally, it doesn't even affect it. For some reason, it makes it visible. I can't figure out why. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Would it? YouTube, you'd it? Well, I'm not going to do that. There's apparently a feature that brains what I'm talking about. Every time I start streaming, there's a little option you can toggle on where like OBS will just automatically start inserting ads into your I think it's actually YouTube coming through OBS, to be fair, but they're constantly wanting you to insert unskippable ads in the middle of your streams. Absolutely not. Literally. I need to find it, Andrew. I need it. And I always forget, and I found it the other day, and I was like, oh, there it is, and now I can't find it again. So the menu's crashed again. Sorry about this. Right, cats. Fucking janky ass fucking game. Janky fucking game. That's like 20% of my game. That's at least half my streams. Right, let's be in. There we go. Thank you. La 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 la. Let's check in. I'm really happy my camera looks better now, though. I need to get some better lighting because I find that like looking a bit closer. It's all 4K now, but the lighting is a little bit twatty. It lights up the back, but I think what it is because of I've only got the one light, and I need like a couple of like softer lights in front of me. I think. But I look much better now. I have to do literally just what I did again. Fucking prick. Danny, I can't figure out what. Yeah, I need to at some point sit down and do some updates to my mod, but also I can't be asked. And I will periodically get questions about them, and I'm like, don't know. I don't know. So I'll take a look at some point, try and figure it out. But not today, Satan. Not today. Ooh, la la. I'm so excited for the heat wave to be over, everyone. Oh my god. God, I'm so excited. It's going to be magical. No more sweating. No more misery. Just, oh, this will be so good. Oh, yeah, not at all. Yeah, no worries, cool, Danny, yeah. Oh, I hate when it does that. Alright, I'll go use that one. Okay, cool. Hi, Colin. How are you? Colin has the same energy as the pigeons that I feed every day. Don't know why. He reminds me of the pigeons I feed. He's got pigeon energy. Oh yeah, speaking of, so you know I mentioned I want to move house. So I've decided that I am going to move house basically at the start of. I'm going to basically in 2 weeks going to let my current estate agent know that I want to move out. And I've decided that I can actually afford to move somewhere a bit bigger. I did some maths the other day and I realised that my current budget for rent is actually probably a little bit lower than I can technically afford. So I'm going to be looking for a new place soon. And I'm very excited because I'm going to finally see about getting a... Is that just like randomly... Oh, it's just randomly connected. I'm going to finally look at getting a 2-bedroom place, ideally. So the idea being is I'm going to have an office because I've always wanted an office. Because if I basically add £200 onto my budget for my rent, which I can afford now, I can get a 2-bedroom flat. With a 2-bedroom flat, yeah, I can have an office and like a streaming room as well. So I'm very excited. Oh, why Colin? Colin is the name of the... So there's a TV series from like the 90s or kind of... Is it 90s, early 2000s? Called Spaced. It's got Simon Pegg in it, the guy from like from Shaun of the Dead and things like that. And basically, Colin is the name of the dog. They call their dog Colin, and I don't know, it just became a little running joke. So Colin, we do like Colin. He's a good dog. Yeah, basically. So, like, the place... So, for those who don't know, I've mentioned this, but I lived in this perfect apartment in Brighton. Like, it's kind of like an old house. I had an entire floor to myself. It was a really it was, like, the best apartment I've ever lived in. And then when the tenancy laws changed in the UK, basically, like, in February this year, they told me they were terminating my tenancy, even though I'd literally just renewed it for the year. And it broke my heart. So what I did is I moved... Because I really liked the area I was living in. It's like the best area of Brighton for me. I decided to move on the same road, and I got this place, and this place is fine. Basically, it's the same style of building, except I'm the top floor, whereas before I was the ground floor. Except I have less space, so because the ground floor's always had an extension, whereas this one doesn't. So what I hate about it is my kitchen and my living room are one massive room, which I'm kind of used to, but I'd rather them separate. But the thing I despise is my toilet and my bath and my shower are en suites in my bedroom. And en suites are fine if you also have a separate shower, and like, because they're convenient. But because they're, I just hate it so much, it really annoys me. Like, literally, that's the toilet and that's the shower right there. And it just really bothers me. And I also don't have things like double glazing, so I definitely don't want to stay here. And yeah, I kind of like realized the other day, if I just up my budget by 200 quid. Also, I have my first. The reason why I'll definitely afford it is because my money's gone up since I moved to Brighton, but also as of next week I'll have done my first year at my current job, so I'm almost certainly getting at least a kind of a pay rise equivalent to inflation, so I'll get like probably an extra couple of hundred quid anyway a month. So hey Hammer, I feel they've made like a lot of American versions of British TV shows, or at least there's pilots. I think I've seen the pilot for like the IT Crowd. I've not watched British Empire, so I wouldn't know about that one. But my Colin is specifically named after Colin from Spaced. But yeah, anyway, basically, I'm going to let them know that I'm moving out of the flat. I want to move out of the flat at the first week of September, and then I'll have 2 months to find a place. And so basically at the start of November, I will have a 2-bedroom apartment. Ideally, if I get a garden as well, or some kind of outdoor space, that's what I really want. Yeah, it didn't go very well. I think the only American version of an English TV show that I think has probably worked better is actually, what's that fucking thing called? Oh god, my brain is so shit today. Oh, okay, so I was actually going to say The Office. I think the American Office is... I mean, I hate Ricky Gervais, so that's probably why. But yeah, the American Office, I think, is objectively better than the UK version. Thank you, guys. My brain just completely blanked on the name of that show. Yeah, see, I think the American Office is way better. I don't like Ricky Gervais, which is probably a contributor, but I just think everything just delivers a bit better, and the yeah, no, I'm so excited. I was really, because basically I've been just sitting in this flat waiting for something nice to appear in what was my old budget, and then I just mathsed it, and I was like, if I just pay an extra 200 quid, which I'll definitely be able to afford without really worrying, and especially with the fact that, because it's as of literally out of the 20th of this month, it's my first year at this place. So even if it takes them a month or two to get a new salary increase in, I'm at least going to get an inflationary one, which will basically be an extra like couple of hundred quid, and that'll cover it. So I can just, yeah. And once I up to the rent, so basically my current rent, or my current budget is £1,300. If I do £1,500, that little increase opens up all the 2-bedroom flats in Brighton, the fancy ones, so I can get a really nice place. Oh yeah. I never really watched much Shameless, but The Office I did. Queer as Folk. I don't think I watched that. Yeah, also like with the US, I think you probably have to factor in things such as like, you know, because obviously, I guess not maybe actually. With the UK, it's travel. Like we have quite good public transport, so you can kind of sort of live anywhere. But I guess, I don't know, is it easier in the US or is it harder? Because I guess it's kind of like, it's just part of the parcel to sort of commute everywhere. Whereas in the UK, you kind of want to be, because that's why I moved to Brighton, basically, because I'm like still near London. Can we get American Downtown Abbey? I feel like American Downtown Abbey would be like very problematic because it would probably have to be like a kind of plantation kind of thing, and that opens up a lot of, you know, uncomfortable history, I imagine. But yeah, anyway, I'm just really excited to get flat. Like, I thought about it last week. I was like, because I actually was playing with the idea of moving back to London. I think when I was in my little depression period, like a week ago, I actually sat down. I was like, do I want to move back to London? Because maybe I was sort of like, yeah, just in a weird space. But I've changed my mind. I'm going to stay here. Yeah, I think a few of the places were the US. Yeah, like I feel like I think New York is an obvious one. For I gather, I think maybe like Seattle is as well. Everywhere I went in the US was really not public transport friendly. Yeah, I feel it would be a weird show to do in the US. Right. Yeah. I can see someone trying that and it not doing very well. I never really watched Downtown Abbey, to be fair. I never really interested me. I did start watching, just randomly, it's not even the same style of thing, but I did start watching Supernatural recently, finally. I started watching it, then my little depression thing hit me, which I'm mostly out of, so I'm going to sit down and start watching it. I finished the latest season of House of the Dragon the other day as well, so I need something to watch. So I'm thinking Supernatural, because it's good, I like it, and I've got loads of it. Though seeing how young the cast are is really funny. They are babies! Yeah, I was actually, Danny, I was actually tempted to do that at some point. One day I was thinking of like making a modded version that fixes the castle walls. That's kind of what I'd possibly do, but at least for now, my big focus is I want to focus getting back into having weekly videos again, which I nearly did. I've nearly done for a month. I want to do at least 5 to 6 videos a month again. Ideally 6. And yeah, just trying to get back into being a bit more of a regular creator again. Which I had done until I keep having things go wrong. But to be fair, the reason why things are going wrong is because I'm trying to do new shit. So it's a learning experience. But I have officially given up on my old microphone until I get a new mixer. Yeah, they are young, aren't they? Hey, Cappy. What am I building, Michael? Firstly, welcome. Basically what I'm doing is, because I had to kind of like revert back to my Xbox save, because the last update broke a load of my PlayStation stuff and it just wasn't viable. I'm basically rebuilding the stuff that I built in my sanctuary. So ostensibly, it's basically back to the normal with some slight changes. So this is Mama Murphy's little fortune-telling shack. So I've got this bit here, so I'm building up all of Mama Murphy's area here. I'm going to build some farms. And basically, once I've finished off this area here, ostensibly we're actually further than I was before, because I've also done all the decorating. Yeah, Bivol, it is. It's insane. Like, to give you an idea, like, so my last flat when I started renting it was 1,250, and that was a nice sized 1 bedroom flat in like a Georgian house. So the house was like one of those old fancier houses that you get in Brighton that were built at the end of the 18th century. This one now, because it's in the same style of building, but it's the upstairs flat and it's not as nice, is only 1,175. 1,000, yeah, that's my rent. And then the budget for my new place is going to be 1,500. And I'm going to try and get a 2 bedroom place, and if I can get a garden, that's what I want. And ideally in this area as well. Yeah, no. I remember making those for earlier videos, and just like, it's crazy to think, you know, how far everything has come. Jessica, like so when I was younger, I was surprised as people, but because I'm a foster child, and my foster parents were really weird because I grew up very, very poor, and my foster parents were very frugal, but they had a beautiful house. So from the age of like 5 to 16, I lived in a really nice old farmhouse in what was effectively a hamlet. But then I moved out when I was 16, so went back to being skint again. So for a brief period, I got to almost cosplay at being bougie, in the sense that the house looked nice, but I was actually like really skint all the time. But yeah, the point is I used to live like 5 miles away from like the closest town. There was like a village about a mile away up the road. But like, yeah, that was it. Basically, when I was old enough to ride my bike on the road, I would just like cycle everywhere. Exactly, Andrew. It's one of those things that like, it doesn't. I don't look like it, do I at all? But yeah, no. I was telling my friends the other day because I used to have to look after like I used to feed the chickens, the ducks, and the geese. So like my household chore every morning was I had to before I went to school, I had to let the geese and ducks and chickens out, and then I had to close them up before when it got dark. Otherwise, you know, the foxes would get them. And thank you, Bibble. I will update you guys when it's all done. But yeah, I'm sort of. I think one of the reasons why I had my little depression thing the other week. I think it's partly due to the fact that I feel a little bit limbo-y, because this flat right now is kind of meant to be a transient place. But I've been here since March, end of March, start of April. So I've kind of been here a little bit too long already. I remember like before I would make like I remember before Andrew gifted us with invisible rugs, that I was really obsessive about making sure that the rugs were like buried in the ground properly, or making like really weirdly long chains. I think what made life a lot easier is when we got the Wasteland Workshop DLC and then got the concrete pillar, because the concrete pillar and the rugs basically made everything was so easy. But I think we had like, when was it? I think it was March-ish. So I think we had probably around 5-6 months without. If you go to like my earlier videos, there are some ones where I've made like obscenely long chains of rugs just so I can get things sunk into the ground. Take care, Hammer. Thanks for popping in. But yeah, I can't wait to move, guys. My little plan is I want to move, and then my sort of two-year plan roughly is I want to buy a house in like 2 years if I can do it. And I think it's doable. My big problem is that my salary is good enough now, but I don't have any money saved, and I have to pay off a little bit of legacy debt. Because when I moved to Brighton, I had like I used basically when I furnished my flat, because I'd never lived in a furnished flat before, or I'd always lived in I'd never lived in an unfurnished flat, shall we say, and I'd always had flat shares, so I didn't really need much furniture. So I basically just said, right, rather than living in slowly buying furniture, I purchased a load of furniture on credit cards. I have to pay that off now slowly, but once that's paid off, then I can actually start saving. Oh, that is not even remotely close. What the fuck? Let's put a piece of plywood instead. But yeah, no, I can't wait to move. I can't wait to stay somewhere where I know I'm planning to stay there. Because I want to start cozyifying my flat even more. But because I know I'm leaving, I sort of haven't been doing it. Yeah, it's a lot of things. Like I bought my bed frame, mattresses. I'd already had a sofa, but like just loads of stuff. Because when you know, it's good, like, you know, $5,000 or so of bits. I don't regret doing it because it meant I had everything set up, but it just means I have to pay that off first before. And the problem is it's a very first world problem, but because I could afford to pay the debt off, or like, it didn't bother me with the interest, so I've been a bit lazy for the past year in paying debt off, so I have to like actually pay it off and then not immediately use it back up again. That is floating. Yeah, actually it isn't. It is a bit, actually. Okay, that annoys me, but I'll do that. So I'm giving it until probably this time, maybe early start of summer next year. I should have all that debt, all that credit card paid off, and then I can start saving for the flat. And basically, spoiler, I need around 20k, I think, roughly. 20k if I get a 5% mortgage. Maybe 15, actually. Literally, right? But it's good. I'm excited. Oh, it's crashed again. No! But it never crashes at that point. Bastard. Oh, I didn't mean to try. That's the wrong button. God damn it. It's that one little menu crashes. Yes. Jesus Christ. Fucking. Yeah, I know something went wrong. It's just shit. You know what really annoys me, right? Is there are some houses on sale on my street now, or flats, which are the exact style of flat I want to move into, and the actual like mortgage payments are so small, and I'm so pissed off. Like vis-a-vis my rent. There's like a flat, like there's one up the road, which I think is on sale for like 260k or something, under 300k, and the mortgage payments are like 1,200 a month, and I'm like, okay. Could totally get that. Mortgages are stupid. Why do I need a deposit? Why not just give me the money now? There's apparently a thing that the government were thinking about, which is that you can take, I think it's up to like, I don't know how real it is, but basically they're looking at maybe having it so you can take a big portion of your pension early, to like, I think it's up to like 10 grand or something. But then you don't get your state pension, because we have a state pension in the UK. You don't get it for an extra, like they push it back like a year or something. I would totally take that, mainly because I don't fully expect to actually get access to the state pension. Oh yeah, it's so ridiculously expensive. I'm very fortunate, I think, because I like I said, you know, I don't have any living family or that. I'm a care leaver as well, which usually is a death sentence for anyone looking to actually get somewhere in life. But I've gotten just very lucky with my work and like my career. Now I just have to. I think I described the stage I'm in now as sort of I'm shoring up my beachhead, right? I'm kind of sort of like digging in a bit now. I think just losing my old flat really threw me off. It's been a weird 4 or 5 months. Yeah, my pension pot's... Currently my pension pot is on track to be an incredibly average pension pot, which is not as high as I'd like, so... That's one thing I want to do after I've basically cleared off the credit card and like got myself back to, because I'm going to take me a few years to save. I'm also going to up my pension contributions as well. But, yeah. There we go. Ah, that's a very good point. The rental market's like, I mean, I have to put something here. The not the rental market, the housing market, at least for where I am, is actually completely within where I want my realistic budget to be. So I just need to get some savings, but I need to stop buying plants. Stop buying plants and board games and Warhammer. Speaking of, the new version of Necromunda, I think, has dropped this weekend. How very exciting. Yeah, they're already planning to push back the retirement date. Think about the pension as well, the state pension. The state, sorry guys, I've been really boring and talking about fucking pensions now. Is the state pension, at least in the UK, sort of assumes you own your home and have paid it off as well. That's the thing. The state pension in the UK is a bit... There's a random rug there. There's just rugs everywhere. Your bloody rugs. Look at this. I think I've got a little bit of a bug where loads of rugs are appearing, so I'm going to be careful with that one. Literally. Oh, Vivol, please do. I was mentioning, actually, I was thinking, I know we've spoken about before, but I really want to learn how to crochet, and I feel that would be really vibey and chill for me. Oh, Michael, I finally combined my pensions. I've got, like, do you know what the annoying thing is? My pension pot now could pay for my housing deposit. And I'm really annoyed, because there's quite a lot of money in there. It's funny, I didn't realise how much I had, because basically I started, so for context, like, my career didn't take off until probably about the time I started the channel, roughly. Like, prior to that, I was not contributing to a pension. And then I didn't start contributing to a pension till around, I think it was basically just as my 30s started, just by dint of the fact that I could not afford it. Like, it was very much a case of, yes, it was. The thing is, my salary was so low that my pension contribution would be fuck all over the space of, like, the few years I didn't do it, but would have a massive effect on my earnings, so I was like, I'm not doing it. But for the last, I think probably 8 years, I did, and then for the last year, because I want to pay off my credit cards, I basically stopped paying my pension. I'm going to start again next year, basically, and I'm going to up the payments to make up for the money that I've not paid in. Vimel, I think these are bugs. Oh wait, no, that was actually just the last one. Okay. I thought maybe I'd sort of like forgotten to get rid of them, or like it was like I thought it was like a bug that it was constantly coming back, but it just happened to be there was just loads of rugs there for some reason. That's the last one. Ah, oh, nice. I want to learn how to knit because I'm a big cardigan person. Sorry, I'm going really twitchy again now. I'm a big cardigan person, so I wouldn't mind to like make some cardigans. And I don't know, it's fun. It seems like quite a chill hobby. Right. Okay. So we've done her bit nearly. Let's do the door. It's in curtains, isn't it? It is in curtains. Michael, yeah. So basically what I'm going to do is I basically mathed it out. Is that I can afford to stop paying it for basically 2 years. And then I'm going to up... Because I'm at the stage now where I've got quite a good salary. And so to be honest, I don't mind delaying it by 2 years and then just allowing me to kind of... My logic is this. I can use that money to clear off and start saving for the house. Which will have a bigger impact on probably my retirement than the actual direct pension will, and then I'm going to start paying it back again. So, but yeah, I'm going to start again soonish. I feel sometimes it's really funny actually, especially boomers. They get a little bit panicky. I've told a couple of people that I've like temporarily paused paying into my pension, and they're like, what? No, you can't do that. But it's not actually going to be that much difference. It's only for basically a year. Well, 2 years actually. Because it's more important I get a house than my pension. Because the house, if anything, is going to be the bigger factor. So the sooner I get on the market, I can actually start paying that off. And then hopefully by the time I retire, I'll actually own it outright and then won't have to pay any mortgage. Is the plan. Yeah. Oh, mate, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Because it's cool having the money there. It's awesome. But at the same time, it's like, man... Could really do with that money right now. Oh, I think... Is it that? No. Is it that one? Oh, wait, no, of course you can see it there, because this thing... God damn it. Fucking... Okay, that's better. I might cover that up a little bit so you can't see. Hey, easy. Yeah, exactly that, Andrew. That's why, like, I've learned one thing, and a big tip for anyone who is younger. It may seem really weird, but don't take financial advice from old people. And because a lot of their advice is shit. A lot of their advice sort of, like certain old, you know, that kind of boomer mindset, which, again, some of them are very clever, but a number of them kind of can't get their head around what the current financial reality looks like. And a lot of retirement advice is very much predicated in a world that doesn't exist anymore. So like with me, my most important thing is making sure I have a house paid off by the time I retire. So that way I don't have to pay any sort of mortgage or anything, and I'm like, because that's going to be the biggest drain. Hey Mars. Anyway, let's talking about retirements. I do want to talk about the house though, because like I'm so excited, right? So for my next place, and I've already spied out a couple of areas optionally where I can live. Because I really want a garden. I miss plants, outside plants. It's gonna be so cool. Right, there we go. That was cool as fuck. Yeah, exactly that, Andrew. Like a lot of, yeah. Some people are fortunate that almost the processes they had to go to are very much in line with what the expected outcome of a person's life might be, but it doesn't always work that way. Right, planters. Yeah, also, like, I mean, I take one, like, vacation holiday a year, and that's usually on my birthday. And for me, I just don't like being away from my house. What I'll do is I tend to do weekend trips. So I'll do lots of little weekend trips throughout the year. Though to be fair, this year I haven't done a single one this year. But I think again it's because of the flat. Like last year I travelled quite a lot. I am going to Australia technically, but that's for work. Right. We are now going to do my farms. That looks good. That looks better than the old one as well. I haven't decorated it obviously yet, but yeah, that's a good shout, Andrew. Yeah. How did my farms look again? Although I am definitely going somewhere for my birthday, because I'll be 40 years old next year and I have to do something. I had the most depressing 30-year-old birthday. It was so shit. I didn't do anything. So for my 40s, I'm going to do something. All of my birthdays in my 30s have been really good. This year's a bit weird because I just had it timed with the depression and the heat wave. But like my actual 30th birthday was fucking shit. What's my profession? I don't want to give too much details, but basically I work in a kind of tech-based role. And I'm fortunate that my specific function in my role is extremely unlikely to be replaced by things like AI, because quite simply, I'm the person who has to manage a lot of those tools. So yeah, I do that, which is my vague allusion to what I do. How did I do these planters again? I like my job, basically. I like my job because sometimes I forget how technical it is. But it's also a new role, ostensibly. So it's sort of like kind of grown out of the need for tech tools. So it's quite I'm in quite a good place where there basically aren't enough people qualified for my role yet, but it's become annoyingly important for everyone to have. Ah, Bivot, nice. Oh, Ken, yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet. Upkeepers, especially older houses, and that's definitely going to be an issue, because I want to live in a house, like, basically I want to live in one of those old, kind of Georgian houses that you find in Brighton, which is going to be awesome, except it's also going to be a nightmare. Easy Fallout, listen. Don't make me come to your house and have the SRB beat you up. But yes, that's me. Now I work in the tech industry. The only issue is I used to work in the cybersecurity industry, and I got like hit a couple of years ago by all of the layoffs that hit this, like, because basically I used to work cybersecurity, and it was good until it wasn't good, basically. So the industry like boomed just after COVID. And then it did not boom. And then it stopped booming. Thank you, Jessica. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because I miss my last flat. I absolutely adored. I loved that place so much. And therefore I was definitely going to lose it. So the good thing is, in the UK, one of the few decent things the Labour government has done has given us, they've like our tenancy laws are pretty damn good now. And so once you get into a flat, like as of basically May this year, you have so many more protections than you did like a year or two ago, which is awesome. So for my next place, I will probably never have the same problem I had with this place, but it was still like, it was a bit shit. So I'm looking forward, because if this place didn't have an ensuite, if I had like a separate bathroom and shower, like I had in my last place, so it's not like an ensuite thing, I'd probably stay here, because the actual flat, the rest of it I quite like. This flat's very quirky, is the way I describe it. But I need a decent bathroom. Drunk streaming would be an epic, but I've drunk. I think I'm too old for it now. Had that thought the other day, actually. I did drunk stream once. I've drunk for a few times actually, but I remember one, and I've mentioned this story before. I think it was a couple of years ago, and I very vividly remember because we were doing the quest. I have privated the streams, you can't find it anymore. We were doing the quests where you have to get that super mutant scientist, the Institute scientist, the serum, so he can turn back into a human. And I very vividly remember being so drunk that I couldn't speak properly. And I remember because Stella, who's one of my mods, and a good friend, she was in the stream, and she's a bit older than me, and she was getting like properly concerned, you know, like kind of like, you know, your parent or older adult like seeing you acting out, and it was so funny. I was so visibly smashed. I was actually talking about that because I had my little depression thing in January. I just haven't been doing anything. Not in January, in July. I haven't been doing anything productive, and that includes playing games I actually want to play. So I am planning to jump back into it again. I just haven't been. I've been sort of in this weird not doing anything period, so I'm trying to get out of it. I feel good now, by the way. So I was actually talking about that earlier, that I need to sort of jump back into it and sort of get back into the rhythm. Stella is absolutely lovely. No, I realised the other day, actually. One thing that's happened in the last year is if I go out drinking, I do, when I get home, I just crash out in a way that I never really used to. Colin, don't worry, let me move that for you, mate. I crash out in ways that I never used to crash out in the way I do. Like, as in, I'll just, like, completely just fall asleep. And that's why I would probably be cautious drunk streaming, because there's a good chance I would just flat out fall asleep if I got too drunk. If I get tipsy, but if I go home, my brain just turns off. I'm a very sleepy drunk, and as I've gotten older, I think I've gotten even sleepier. Basically. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I think I just, like, it was a combination of a couple of things. And then, like, I think not having, like, being in this kind of temporary flat was really, because I was never really centered. Whereas I feel a lot better now. I think just getting a plan together and, like, I think making the decision that I'm just going to move out at the start of November regardless is what I need. Just... I get very sleepy. I think it's one of those weird things. So if I drink before the stream, I will get very tired, and I've noticed that. That's why I don't ever stream on days I go to the pub in the afternoon. That's happened the last few years. Like, I just get really tired. But if I start drinking during the stream, I'm always fine. I don't know what it is. I don't know why my brain does that. Yeah, Andrew, I think that's why I've been playing things like Project Zomboid rather than, I think because with Fallout there is that kind of conscious that I've got to do my dailies, I don't have to, but I feel obliged to at least start working through the season. So what I've just been doing is just playing single player stuff. The UK is lovely. There are some parts, like as with anywhere, like some parts are better than others. But it is definitely worth a visit. Jessica, I'm assuming you live in the US? I want to visit more, I tend to spend most of my time in Europe, so, like, I think for my future holidays, I want to start going a little bit further afield. Like, I went to the US a few years ago, but, like, I wouldn't mind to visit Asia, especially South, like, kind of maybe, like, I wouldn't mind to visit China, actually, really nice. And, like, I also want to go to places, like, more, like, I wouldn't mind to visit Iceland as well. would be nice. I want to visit cold places basically. Oh, Wales is lovely. Yeah, no, Wales is. I used to go camping with my mother, my biological mother, back in the day, and we would go on the Brecon Beacons. It was very, very nice. You know what annoys me, right? Because, like, you know, obviously the UK, the British flag, is, you know, it's got Scotland, Northern Ireland, and England in it, but it doesn't have Wales. Like, we could literally have had a flag with a dragon on it, and we were just like, nah, let's not. Like, I'm so annoyed. Because the Welsh flag is badass. Yeah, that's what I've been heard. I was enjoying the vibes of playing Fallout 76. I want to get back into it again. That's not going to work. Ah, Michael, that's lovely. Yeah, I really like the Brecon Beacons. They're gorgeous. I was actually, not too far, I was in Pembrokeshire, so my foster parents live in Pembrokeshire. Not too far away from Tenby, actually. So my foster parents, and I visited them a few years ago. So I actually have been to Wales not too long ago, ostensibly. Wait, no, let's change that a bit. We'll do it that a different way. Also, I found there's a card game called Tenby. Guys, if you've never been to Tenby, Google it. It is one of the most beautiful little towns ever. Oh, Michael, the shame. My foster parents can't. I saw them like a few. I think it was like 2024. I saw them. I think maybe it was a couple of years ago, and yeah, they can't speak Welsh, and they've lived there like 20 years. I'm like, get your ass in. Ah, you've Alabama. Nice, nice. Yeah, Google Tenby. It's such a beautiful place. Jack, you're telling me, mate. I don't know. Once you figured it out, let me know, because it's driving me insane. There we go, that's cool. It's just you and your son. Jack, I literally have the problem where it's just me and it's just tips. I think, actually, that's one thing, another thing I don't like about this flat, right? So basically, my living room and kitchen are like joined. And so the living room is massive. It's really big, which is great. I do like that. But it also means the kitchen, like the counters are like just on one side of it, which looks nice when it's clean. But because I like to cook, my kitchen is constantly looking messy. And normally what I would do in my last place is I would like always make sure my living room and my bedroom are really tidy, and maybe a little bit lazy sometimes by washing up. No one wants to wash up directly after they finish cooking. But because now when I do that, it means that I walk into my bloody living room and I can see all these piles of bloody mess on the side. It just makes me twitch so much. I hate it. Bloody annoying. Cudders, can you get the fuck out of the way, please? Thank you. I want to go to Edinburgh as well. That's definitely a trip I'd like to do. I want to go to Edinburgh. Like, I was thinking of maybe doing as like a winter holiday this year. I want to get my camera, go to Edinburgh, and take some pretty pictures. Yeah, but I can't be bothered to clean it. That's the problem. I did clean the flat today. I gave it a good vacuum in. It's nice and clean today. Sunday is something I always make sure on Sunday evening that I clean the flat so it's nice for Monday. Otherwise, my brain... I meal prep and I clean. Because otherwise, I'm going to get a bit twitchy. Right, that was obtuse, but looks nice. Probably should have put these in first, but can they just sort of squeeze at the back there? Yeah, I can glitch those. Oh, sick. I can just like glitch them in. Lovely. That's nice. It'd be nice that you put it in there as well. Hey, hey. I love when something lets me do something because I forgot it completely. Get it in. Bastard. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Japan, maybe. I feel I'd like China. I think I really prefer China. I wouldn't mind. I just wouldn't mind doing an Asian holiday. I think maybe I don't. Well, I have a sneaking suspicion the reason why I'm not too fussed about visiting Japan is because I'm being a contrarian jackass. Because again, it's a beautiful country. I'd also definitely like to go to India at some point, just because those people and their food. Oh lord, it's the best food ever. You have 6 screen hours, med Fs. Yeah, you know what I mean. Here's, I don't know what true mess is like. I've gone to people's houses who have children, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that's what actual mess looks like. Yeah. That's because you're a weeb, Michael, and you know it. You weeb. I used to have like collect Pokemon cards back in the day. Savage, I'm good. We are doing good. The vibes are good. We're just nattering about holidays while I build shit, as is tradition. I think maybe the reason why I'm maybe not as non-fussed about visiting Japan is because I'm not really into a lot of the, you know, the animes a bit. The animes? Jesus Christ, that sounds like an old person. The animes. I'm not really interested in anime and things, so it's maybe something that's not really been something I've been like super excited about. But I know some people really like that stuff. Oh yeah, I bet. Actually, and also yeah, I think maybe the reason why maybe not as I'm more interested doing maybe South Asia is because of the food. Because like I'd go to Japan and I wouldn't be able to eat anything. So I'm gonna have it so you're walking down this way this time. Oh, no worries, Jessica. This will make you laugh. When I went to, because obviously very European. I'm not used to people really liking the accent. Obviously from the YouTube a little bit, but like when I went to America a couple of years ago for work, I took an extra 5 days to go on holiday, and I went to North Carolina. So I went to Asheville, and that's obviously, I don't know if it counts as the South, but it's basically. I don't think they're still, it's quite a popular city, but I don't think they get many English people there. So it was really funny because every time I would open my mouth, you could see someone start to grin, and they got really excited. I was like, I'm popular. I do not get that treatment in Europe. It is not the same. Let me use a different colour actually, because I've already got. We don't have the same. We're not held in the same regard in mainland Europe, put it that way. Savage, thank you, although I now feel very old. I bumped into someone in Brighton yesterday who knew who recognized. I've seen them a few times. I forgot their name and I feel really bad. But they're quite nice. I bumped into them before at the kind of tabletop club nearby, and they were mentioning they used to watch me when they were much younger, and I'm like, ah, I'm old. But no, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy. Yeah, exactly that, Andrew. Exactly that. To be fair, actually, I think because I spend most of my holidays in the past few years have been in France, and I have okay-ish French when I'm in the okay, very bad French, but I make the effort, and it's just good enough that they're actually quite nice to me. So I feel like I feel with English it's a weird one because we basically come in two flavors for, like, especially for Europeans, which is either we talk like me or we're a little bit more, you know, lads on tour. And I think as long as you're not the lads on tour, they quite like you. I tend to do the whole overly polite English thing when I'm on holiday, though, just to sort of, like, make up for the fact that, you know, their last experience with us might not have been as nice. Thank you, Vivar. You should just point to chips. Oh yeah, literally, yeah. Benidorm, Ibiza. That kind of English is what basically for the Americans. You know how you have the stereotype of the Florida man? That's basically what a lot of people view the English in Europe. We're not these well-spoken, adored types. We're actually commonly considered loud and obnoxious. At sometimes just not entirely unjustifiably so. If I put that there like that. Yeah, I do feel as if we get unfairly stereotyped by mainland Europeans. Because I've seen, you know, I've gone to France a lot. I've worked with French people. I know what they're truly like. I know what they're like. They're basically English people with slightly different accents. They don't want to admit it, though. Fair. I actually quite liked. I didn't mind Florida. So I went there when I went to the US. I went to Orlando, which was a bit much, but I went to Orlando and then I went to Asheville. And even though Orlando was a bit draining, it's one of those areas I kind of like. I remember flying over. I wouldn't have minded to have visited. Maybe I kind of wished I'd gone a little bit further afield and like visited the swamps and stuff. I was going to, but then I just got really annoyed by the heat. The French not as messy drunks. Yeah, true. I did have a thing though. I remember I nearly dated a French girl, but it never worked out because I never ended up moving to France. But one thing I will say is I get kind of almost like protective, because she was describing English women as vulgar. She's like, English women, you know, they are so vulgar. And I was like, well, how fucking dare you? How dare you? Our women are magical. Basically, and I tried to sum it up like this. So like in my old French company, a lot of the French guys were very sexist towards women. And one thing I'd noticed, at least the French women I worked with, is they kind of made excuses for them quite a lot. Like there was a couple of guys who worked with us who said pretty vulgar things, you know, to the women they worked with, and the women were like, "Oh no, it's okay, it's a thing, it's okay, you know, it's okay, it doesn't bother me." And the way I tried to explain to her is like, okay, if that had been an English woman having that said to her, she would have punched him in the face. English women will fight you. And that's why I got very protective. I was like, they may be vulgar, but they will throw hands if you talk to them like that. Oh yeah, no. So French people, right? Their base standard of fashion is much better. So your average French person will indeed dress quite well, but they're not very adventurous. It's very similar to, like, I feel like South Korean people are similar, where their base style is really good. Like, they're on average much sharper, but they're maybe not as adventurous. Like, to give you an example, I would say the English are like the Japanese, and like French people like South Koreans, where like at least the stereotype, or how I imagine Japanese people, is that they have a lot more excitement with their clothes, and it's similar to the English. We may not have a base level of dressing well, or like the average French person, similar to the average, like, say, South Korean person, they dress quite well, but they also tend to have the same style of fashion. Like, French fashion is very Vogue fashion, but you don't, for example, like, have you completed Fallout 4 yet? Yes, but not in this run. Yeah, and I think, I feel like the Spanish and the Italians have the same problem the French do, which is their base style is quite good, but they're not very exciting. So it's very Vogue fashion, you know what I mean? It's like, it looks good, sure, but it's not very interesting. Everyone sort of dresses the same, basically. Compared to the Germans, similar to the English in the style. Like, you have a lot more adventure with their clothes, I think. And I think the problem is because, like, especially Italians, actually, they have a culture of being, you know, Italian suits and all that jazz and dressing quite well, which means a lot of them tend to try and dress like that, whereas it means they don't really dress very interesting. I prefer people with a bit more personal. There we go. A much simpler way of saying it, I could have said this way quicker, is I feel as if French, Spanish, and Italian people tend to not have very unique personal style. They'll dress well, but it'll be kind of boring. But it might be just because I like, you know, dressing a bit more interestingly. Jesse, hey, how you doing? Right. Board shorts and t-shirts. I'm a big fan of swishy cardigans. I look like I've been dragged through All Saints backwards. Ah, very good, very good. I'm starving, actually, but I already had a cheat day, so I'm not allowed to eat anymore. What am I doing? What am I doing in my life? What's the time as well? Oh, it's only 10 o'clock. Or 10:20-ish. I dress like Zoolander. I feel the days... Yeah, no, I feel like, generally speaking, I feel like Scandinavian kind of countries, they're kind of, I think, similar to us and the Germans, I think. I would say that, this is what I love having this argument with my French friends. I think even though the default in, like, say, France, Spain, and Italy is probably better, like, they're kind of individually dress a bit better than us, they just got no personal style. That's why it's always out of London and Germany where the real kind of, like, interesting alt fashion comes, because we're a bit more adventurous. Just saying. I do need to get some decent leisure wear though, because, like, it's not even just the fact of just being comfortable. Like, this heat, like these t-shirts, you know, this style of t-shirt. So I have like 10 of these, and they're from All Saints, and I love them to bits. But they're very thin, so a lot of them already started to melt, especially under the armpits, or they get little, like, pinprick holes in them. But the worst part is All Saints have stopped making them now. So when I ran out of these, that's it. That's it. It's over. This looks great. I do like, by the way, in the last couple of streams, just been building in Sanctuary. It's been really fun. Bit of a tangent there on fashion. I don't know why I went on that. I can't wear shorts, guys. It's not... even when I go running, I feel like I look like a twat in shorts. I don't know. My entire outfit style just doesn't work with shorts. I'm so excited to wear cardigans again now. Oh, my God. Right, okay. Probably do another farm here, actually, when you just... I had, one of my favourite hangover meals is getting a burrito. And, there's a place called Tortilla in... it's like a chain. It's similar to Chipotle, basically. I just think Chipotle, it's the same kind of thing. And there's one of them in Brighton. And, I always try and feel brave and have the hot sauce inside, and I love it, but also, good lord, not when you're hungover as well. It's such a terrible choice. Oh, nice, yeah. I feel as if Americans in shorts and t-shirts are like, that is unfortunately or fortunately how I always picture you guys dressing. When I went to the US, wearing short t-shirts and a baseball cap is just, you don't get that in the UK at all. Yeah, I've never seen so many adults in shorts. Again, put it this way, those guys were more comfortable in the heat than I was, so I can't judge, though I still did wear my trousers. Oh, have I maxed up my build limit? I have maxed up my build. Tim, literally, it's absolutely... I had only myself to blame, I'll put it that way. It's one of those things, right? The problem is someone comes to the US, the UK, and tries, like, Americans say trying, like, Mexican food. They'll always go to a chain, and a chain is always going to have a shit version of that food, right? If you're ever in Brighton, there's a place called Casa Azul, which is actually run by a Mexican family, and it is obscenely good. It's so good. And they do really nice, they have like a meat menu and like a veggie menu. And they do these really nice oyster mushroom tacos, which are amazing. I suspect someone, my old boss, she was from Texas in like my last job, and she was very much a case of, you can't get good Mexican food here. And I'm like, because you keep going at fucking like chain Mexican restaurants and being surprised it isn't, you know, like the authentic cuisine you would get back home. And it's like, well, of course it isn't. It's going to be shit stuff, isn't it? Andrew, also with me, I just think my entire outfits are all geared towards... Basically, I look kind of grungy, and like I like big cardigans, swishy bits, a bit of cleavage, and I'm just an alternate... Basically, shorts and alternative clothing style just never work. Unless you really lean into it, and I can never do. Yeah, easy. I bet you get, like, in the US, you get a lot more, that kind of mom and pop kind of stuff, yeah. So there's a place called Casa Azul in Brighton, and it is so good. But again, I think people forget that, like, you know, there's obviously not going to be as common. If in London, there's a place called Elephant and Castle, and that's where a lot of the South American diaspora, but specifically some Mexican people live. So you can get some like genuinely authentic Mexican food there. I haven't gone there in ages, but I've always been tempted. There's a picture of me in a kilt from my dad's funeral. You had to rent it because kilts are really expensive. So I have worn a kilt before because it was obviously, you know, Scottish. The problem is the kilt I got wasn't sized for me, so it's a bit too long, which annoys me. What am I doing? Sorry, I was getting weapons out, wasn't I? I'm just talking to you guys and waffling away so I can do the... Literally just gibbering away. I've never had Cuban food before. I did, I had some, I think, Colombian, potentially. It was not very good, but I'm almost certainly blaming the restaurant for that. And I've tried... I mean, like, there's Argentinian, those little pie things. Not quesadillas. That little Argentinian little pastry things, like pierogies, but not. Had those. Mexican is one of my favourite cuisines. And you get some, if you can find the good stuff. I mean, I don't mind the shit stuff as well. I will say, actually, when I was in the... empanadas, thank you, Tim. I was in... You're doing all right there, Jesse. I was in... so when I was in the US, I got a little bit exhausted. I didn't like the fact I had to drive everywhere, right? So there's a point to this, is that one of the days I was in Asheville, I decided, fuck it, I'm spending the entire evening in my hotel. Because I had I had done those hotels that are like, you get your own like little bungalow kind of thing. And so I ended up ordering a lot of fast food. So I was like, okay, cool. So that was my first time trying Taco Bell. So I had Taco Bell for the first time. And there's Taco Bell now in the UK. It's not very popular. I think our Taco Bell's better than your Taco Bell. I mean, again, it's not actual Mexican food. It's like absolute trash. But I was surprised. And I think it's more just that what was on the menu was a little bit nicer. Yeah, Taco Hell. We also do have Chipotle in London at least, which is all right. But again, it's that's kind of generic fast food. I've mentioned this before, but the food I absolutely really hope the US brings to the UK, is the one restaurant, is Denny's. So there's a couple of, I think there's 2 Denny's now in the UK, but there's no one near me. Fucking loved Denny's, guys. Literally, I was a bit mixed with some of the American food, because a lot of it, because of the preservatives and some of the food, I got a bit sick. Just because my body's not used to them. Fucking Denny's. I had Denny's like 3 times, or 4 times, I think, at the US. Didn't make me sick once. Oh, God. Fucking literally... food of the gods, yeah? I'm so jealous, you guys. That food was magical. So good. Oh. No, I do not want to take all. So good. Oh. I had, what was it? The cinnamon pancakes with, like, I think I had ice cream on it. And then I had, like, the way they do the hash browns, where they just sort of smash them. Oh, my God. I didn't get to try IHOP. That was the one I didn't get around to doing. But I had Denny's, and I fucking loved that. Oh, good. Ah, fucking love Denny's. So good. Actually, is there? I'm going to see if there are any Denny's in the UK, because I know there's one in Swansea. I think there's one in Portsmouth as well. Portsmouth's not too far away, actually. Denny's, UK. Yeah, there's one in Swansea's. Swansea's? Oh no, it's literally one, which is in... And it's in a retail park in Swansea. I have to go to Swansea just to go to Denny's. Sanctuary is room for Denny's. Oh, my friends just messaged me. I'm gonna exit WhatsApp so it doesn't... Yeah. No, cancel that in a sec. Hey, Hamsley. Been a while? So I don't like... So, right, about the Cuban fern. I don't like plantain, which is really weird as a vegetarian, because a lot of, like, vegetarian mood... I don't know what... Because it's banana. I'm not a big banana person. It makes me a little bit sickly, I think. I'm storing stuff. My friend's just messaged me. 1 sec. I'll check that second. Yeah, no, I don't like plantain, which is a shame because there's some really nice meals that have plantain in it, but my brain just doesn't like it. A lot of Jamaican food and also like West African food has plantain, and some of the meals are really good. I just the banana just makes me really sick. Oh really, Jesse? So actually, in fact, like I always yeah, black beans. I want to learn how to make some good Mexican food at some point. But obviously I'm vegetarian, so I wouldn't have the pork, but that'll do for now. I feel in the US you guys do your BBQs and your grills quite well. That's the kind of the stereotype I have of some of your food, especially in like, you know, places like the South. I feel as if, you know, my picture you guys just, you know, drinking shit beer but having lots of like really amazing barbecues. Drinking your watery light beers, but you're also having really good food, so it makes up for it. Yeah, I don't like banana. I don't know what it is. I used to have a protein. I have a protein shake. With like protein and creatine in it. And I used to add banana into it. I'd have like banana and peanut butter and things like that in it. But I had to take the banana out because it was just making me feel really weird. Okay, I've mentioned this before, right? My controversial food opinion is I think American-style pizzas are better than Italian stone-baked pizzas. I think the US... Because the thing is with me, right, is that if I want a pizza, I want the pizza from, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? I want, you know, the big, greasy pizza, deep cheese everywhere. I don't mind a good, you know, kind of more European-style pizza, but... I want something deep and heavy. Oh, just to be clear, Italian food is the best European food. And it's saved me so many times when I'm like... I'm going to move that cat because it shouldn't be over here. It saved me so many times when I'm like... Right, come here you, because you're over there. When I'm like... Especially when I'm in a country that doesn't do very good vegetarian food, I always go to Italian. But... And I love a good, you know, proper Italian pizza, but American, that kind of, you know, I've only ever had the, you know, the kind of New York style. I wouldn't mind to try the kind of more deep dish ones, but again, I'd have to go to the US for that. Well, that's the thing, I haven't really, because I think that's the one thing we don't really do well. It's more like, you know, generic Pizza Hut, Domino's style pizzas, but I don't know what classification those pizzas would fall under, but I wouldn't mind to actually. That's one of the things. If I ever go back to visit the US again, I'm gonna. That's on my to-do list. Yeah, I imagine that's gonna be quite nice actually. Yeah. Do you not agree with me on the pizza statement there, Bibfall? What am I building? So what we've done now is we've been doing farms. We've done loads this stream, actually. So I built this out. Do you want to see my... Oh, I realised that's not actually connected to the power yet, is it? 1 sec. Now it is. Okay. Oh, yeah. No, oh, yeah, Domino's is absolutely shit. But, like, what I mean to say is if I want a pizza, I want a more greasier, bigger... I feel like Italian-style pizzas, specifically, are almost a healthy meal. Yeah, alongside that, we also did this bit, which looks really cool. I haven't done that bit yet. Does anybody remember, and I don't know, Americans especially, but everyone else, like, you know, in other parts of Europe, let me know this. Do you remember when Pizza Hut And you must have Pizza Hut in the US. But it used to be an actual family restaurant rather than like a Domino's style thing. Because I remember that when I was thinking about that the other day. When I first moved to London, Pizza Hut was actually like a family restaurant rather than like the kind of takeout place we have now. Really? Oh no, yeah. So like Hamza, what you said about Indian takeaways, yeah. Seriously, the best cuisine. I'm gonna tell you guys what the best cuisine is. So the best cuisine in the world, ranked, goes South Asian, and I'm gonna group them all together because people from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and India argue over whose food is the correct version. So I'm gonna do those 3 countries. So South Asian, boom, right there. That's the best food ever. Second, Mexican, and I need more Mexican, but Mexican, again, because they do good vegetarian food. Then for me, it's probably North African and Middle Eastern, so like basically Lebanon, Algeria, places like that, because they do lots of like Turkish as well, though they're a bit more Greek in their kind of style food, which they will argue about. Then I'm probably going to put Italian. Italian falls under those, though. I want to try more African foods, specifically like West African stuff, because I feel as if there's, especially Ethiopia, I wouldn't mind to try that. Thai is very good, and Thai is also pretty good for vegetarians. It's probably the only East Asian food that I can kind of eat, or Southeast Asian, that I can safely say isn't meaty. The problem is I used to love like Japanese food, especially in Chinese, but ever since I went vegetarian I just can't trust it, which makes me sad. Pho is good. I do like pho, but I have to make it myself because, yeah, again, like, it'll be fine, then you realise they've used bone broth or like fish sauce or something. So Ken, in last year, the start of last year, I think it was, I went to Nottingham to go to the Warhammer World there, which is like the big Games Workshop main store. And me and my friends, we basically did like a little lads holiday where we played Warhammer for 2 days straight. And there is an old school style Pizza Hut near my hotel, which had the salad bar. And I was like, oh, I haven't had this in ages. Oh, did David? Oh, okay. Hey, is it Kuzak? I think I'm saying that right. Welcome. One thing I love about the streams when people who haven't like been in the channel for a while just see that I'm live streaming and pop in. So welcome. Nice to see you, or see your username. I never went to Wendy's when I was in the US. Actually, I never went to a Wendy's. I've never been able to go, sir, this is a Wendy's. A lot of places, this one's going to get me shit, but I don't like German food very much. I think because it's very meat-based, so I just can't eat any of it. The one that broke my heart a little bit was like when I went to Belgium. So I've been vegetarian since 2019, yeah? And the one type of food I miss, because I can't really get a good equivalent from, is fish or any kind of seafood. And when I went to Belgium for my birthday last year, I went to Bruges. Basically, I stayed in Ghent, but I went to Bruges, Bruges and Brussels and Ghent. And I basically couldn't enjoy any of the food because all of the local cuisine was all fish-based, and it made me really sad. Have you done lines of Yorkshire tea again? Not today. Oh, I bet, yeah, Vietnamese. I need to. Basically, my cooking, so I love to cook, but most of my cooking is very, like, Middle Eastern, South Asian fusion, and I want to start kind of trying. I've been making a few more tofu dishes recently. I need to kind of up my game a little bit. But I'm quite, like, obsessive about how many calories I'm getting in. unless it's a cheat day, so I sort of have to... My go-to thing I've mentioned before is I have a couple of bean-based dishes I have, and the one I ate today was like fava beans. So it's a bit more. It's inspired by, like, I think it was a Lebanese stew that I made once, and then I've just sort of tweaked and changed it. And what I tend to do is I have that, and I like sub out the beans for like butter beans. If it's butter beans, I make it more basil focused with like olives. Whereas this one, because it's more fava bean focused, I use like coconut milk and things like that. Oh yeah. I was sneezing for like an hour after that stream. Take care, Jax. Enjoy your day. One of the things I do, yeah, I think I miss fish the most. I was gonna say I miss sausages, but like, because one of the best meals I ever had as a kid was service station. Like, you know, when my foster parents would go to like and then my foster parents loved going to antique shows, and one of them was in this big. We have lots of like aircraft hangars in the UK, especially like in the countryside. You'll have like just empty aircraft hangars. That I think they had from the war. And some of them have like grass over them and things like that. And there's loads of antiques fairs. They run like events at these things. And on the way to this one, there was this roadside like diner place, specifically for like lorry drivers and people anyway. And it had one of the best sausage sandwiches I've ever had, ever. Like thick cut bread, big ass chunky sausages, loads of ketchup. They do them on a grill. But to be fair, vegetarian sausages are really good as well. I just need to actually get some good ones. You did what last stream? Oh no, I had I was talking about my tea. I'll show you 1 second. Very important. I won't actually smell it this time. Wait there. So right, basically. So I wasn't just snorting tea. Let's go back to big camera. I basically was showing everyone the fact that I have an old school-ish Yorkshire tea tin. And I went, because it smells really good, doesn't it? You know, with the tea. And then all of the, because there's obviously a little powder, and it went all up my nose, and I just couldn't stop sneezing. So I'm not going to do that, but Yorkshire tea. It's got the Gruffalo on it. That's the Gruffalo. Hey, Lady Jane. Right, let me just go back to... But yeah, I literally couldn't stop sneezing. Because I think what it is, you know, like, obviously the tea stays the bad, but anyone who's had, you know, tea, you'll notice that, like, you get all that little powder that's always at the bottom of the box, and there was just loads of that in there, and I just snorted a load of it by accident. And I was sneezing for like an extra hour afterwards. It was so stupid. Oh really? Okay, well I might try that with regarding the druck eggs. I made what did I make the other day? I basically made like a kind of battered tofu, basically, or like not really battered. I basically marinated a load of tofu in soy sauce and like this kind of marinade mix, kind of soy sauce. I think I had some gochujang in there, ginger, garlic, a bit of maple syrup. Marinated in that, and then I covered them in cornstarch and then fried them, and then I made a sauce with the thing I made. It was really nice. I need to start making. Someone did. I've bookmarked a recipe where someone's used like proper silken tofu and basically, kind of made, basically tofu salmon, and you get the umami flavor from, I think it's like seaweed. So I don't mind to give that a shot. Why'd you beat the tofu up? It's what it deserved, that's why. Right, if it's what it deserved. Yeah, one thing I'm quite proud of myself is ever since I went vegetarian, like, years ago, I'm a fairly decent cook now. But the problem is I'm good at what I know how to do, but I need to sort of mix up and learn how to do more stuff. Actually, we'll do it that way. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Sal. I'm glad you made yourself happy there, Jesse. We do love plywood. We adore plywood in this house. I don't think that one's going to work this time. I'll have to probably... Oh, thank you for joining, Jane. Yeah, we vibe. We basically, I stream once a week, and usually Saturday or Sunday, though sometimes it'll be Friday as well. I think next week I'm doing Saturday because I've got a tabletop event on Brain's Not Working Sunday. That was the one. And then I try and do at least one video a week. Though we're going to have 2 videos next week because I didn't do the video I was meant to do last week. Because I'm a fool. I keep telling you, if Andrew wanted to make me have a panic attack, they should just remove the plywood. I would cry. I'd probably have to put a second one on, aren't I? Thank you, Vivo. I'm a big fan of like making just little paths. And also, spoiler, we're gonna have the tarps, or a little tunnel of tarps, over here. So it's gonna be like a little street. I like them because it gives it. You're basically like creating texture, and also just gonna gives you this kind of vibey sense of journey. Like I'm gonna have it going up there. Right. Okay. And another one. Okay. Yeah, exactly that. Very Diamond City. Let's save before I put that in so I don't screw up. Ah, nice. Well, Lady Jane, hopefully I give you a few ideas. I love the building streams. They're just so chill. Right, I'm gonna just do it just right there. Pull it back a bit. Oh, okay, fuck it. It's fine. It's not to be perfect, is it? Actually, I can just grab it, can't I? I'm an idiot. Do that again. Actually, I can just... Don't even need to... Fool of a took. Yeah, they're nice. I like it. I also just like I remember when you remember when I moved the streams to Twitch for a while, and most people couldn't join just because it meant like starting an account on Twitch. And I'm honestly so glad we do it back on YouTube as well because I can actually stream in like well, not 4K by stream in 1440p. It's chill. Right. Okay. I think I should do the tarps first. I'm gonna put something actually there. I might just take that rug off. So it should just be fine. Once it loads up. Yeah, I don't need that at all. Ah, nice. I think I have CVC as well, or had it. I think I've been spoilt by Andrew's menu organization to the point where whenever I have another building mod, I don't like the way they just sort of dump all the building bits just in the existing menu. Is that cat just moved back here again? Fucking thing. Or did the game crash actually before after I moved back? I don't know. It's alright. Alright, well that cat lives there, I guess. Oh, that's awful, that is. Terrible. Right, let's use that one and that one. I don't know why that cat just really likes that one spot, but we'll... I do need to build a saloon in this one as well. I'm probably going to do what I did in an older version, which is I'm probably going to build it, spoiler, on top of the warehouse here, or maybe on top of that one there. Probably using the cloth things there. Ah, that's probably why. I might maybe store them then and move them. I'll do it later. No rush. They can hang out here. It's fine. Oh my god! That's the second time I've done that. Jesus Christ! Fuck's sake! Apparently, no depth perception. Bastard. Thank you, you git. What the fuck? I'm out of wood. What the fuck? What? I'm out of wood. What? What? How absolutely dare you be out of wood? I haven't on this one yet, Jessica, but I will get to Hangman's Alley at some point. It's just a case of, like, I'm sort of tackling Sanctuary and the castle, and then occasionally jumping up and doing Kingsport Lighthouse. Well, fortunately, Carla is right there. You're a baby, Vivo. Baby. I'm going to be 40 in less than a year, and that one weirds me out a little bit, I'm not going to lie. I spiritually don't feel I am this old. What a joke. You're such a baby, Jesse. Child. Go to bed. Ah, 22. I was a dumbass when I was 22. Where's my, what am I doing? Water. God, I have so much water. Alright, give me more. Go to bed. Fucking, honestly. Don't make me come up there. This topic isn't aging well. Oh, I agree, Andrew, I agree. Well, I just don't physically imagine myself being 40. It weirds me out a little bit. I've done, I've done a Hangman's Alley before, and it'll probably go the same way, which is I turned it into a sort of like, I had this idea of, I turned it into this like packed, if you check on my old videos, I've done one, and it was this kind of, I imagined the streets from like, it was very Neo-Tokyo-esque, so I basically made this kind of like cramped little market from like, I was thinking like Blade Runner, so I have done one before, just like a long time ago. It worked quite well, I think. Do you know what the weird thing is, right? I can't imagine being 40, but I weirdly can imagine being 50, and I don't know why that is. Like I feel like 40 is such. I think 40 is such a weird decade, but 50 seems pretty cool. 50s and 60s seem pretty cool. And I don't know how I feel. I've done that's fine. If that makes sense. I can't wait to get that eye surgery. So for those who don't know, right, what I'm just doing is I have, if you look, I can actually show you now. If you just look, see that eye there? Sort of points inwards. That one. So if I close this eye here, you can see it probably move. And I'm getting that fixed soonish. Hopefully, probably in November or October. And I can't wait to get it done because I have basically permanent double vision and it's a pain in the bloody ass. I love my glasses. These are fancy glasses as well. These are All Saints, they're very expensive glasses. Because I'm a very, very basic bitch, I had to get these glasses when I saw they were available. Ken, yeah, so I basically mine's probably not as intense as that. Mine is basically they're gonna move the muscles around a little bit. So basically the muscle, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be put under and they're going to, I think it's loosen that muscle there and then apply a stitch to that muscle to basically pull my eye the other direction. But they're not actually going to cut into the eye, apparently. So it won't be as... Oh, I've got that on the wrong way. Be a bit scary, but I'm looking forward to getting it done because I'll be a lot more happier. That works. Oh, actually, maybe I should do it like... No, I could use it though. I never use these ones at all. It's because I'm trying to mix it up, Andrew. Don't worry. I don't want to just use yours. Don't get jealous. I want to mix up the sight lines, right? Because if I've already got your one there, and I've got it there, so I'm going to sort of mix it up, yeah? Right? Good. You made Andrew sad. Lady Jane, so I have tinnitus in my ear there. Actually, in both of them, and that ear is pretty bad. So, yeah, no. That's something I also want to get fixed, but that'll be another thing. I just wear headphones all the time. You've betrayed him. Technically, it's still his mod, so I'm just using the things that he hath given me. It's about mixing things up. Right, if I that one, is that one too tall? I don't think I'm gonna get that one as low as I like, will I? No. Michael, I can't. Basically, if you just go, not now because it takes me just to open the menu. But basically, if you go to, I made a video like a couple of months ago where I go through all the mods that I'm using. And then I've bought like a couple of new ones. But basically, it's mostly just. Where's my pillar's gone? Don't be sad. Don't be sad, Andrew. Don't be sad. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to be building some shacks tomorrow using your tops. Don't cry. Don't cry. Yeah, I've got a video that summarizes. I don't want to open the menu up because I'm probably going to finish the stream in about 10, 15 more minutes, and the menu is a bit laggy. And I want to see if I can finish this shit. Oh, that's really annoyingly placed. I'm going to have that up on someone else. If I do it, so it's more like... Oh, actually, I just have it there. No, it's really annoying. It's a bit goofy there, isn't it? I'm going to... What I'll do in it is probably use something else. Like... That'll do. And yes, I know there's a gap there. I'll get that in a sec. Oh, that is definitely going to grab that. So basically, if I have it just... Okay, cool. There. So up you go. I don't like the raider pole. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have like a just it support this way instead. What's that? I think that's just too low, isn't it? I'm just gonna load up. I'm sorry. So raise it up or raise it down? I want it that way more. Ah, laggins. Oh, god damn it. I hate when the game does this. It's not even straight. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go without it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go without that one. Problem solved. Do 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 do. I was always worried I'm pronouncing people's names correctly. So if you do want me to like shorten it or say it a different way, but I clever man. Hi. Hey. I expect you have a shortened way you like to say that, but hey. hey. Right. Okay. Cool. So this is looking really good. Got my street. Don't look at the post. Slow-do laggins. I'm really glad that the camera's working. So for context, when I couldn't find basically so the reason the camera's now in 4K, and the reason why it wasn't ever in 4K for the past like few months is because apparently I had to use the specific cable that came with it. So it's a USB-C. But I couldn't use any old USB-C cable. I had to use the correct one, and I just happened to connect it earlier today, and it suddenly went to 4K. So it makes me happy because I wanted a 4K camera, although my forehead is proper shiny right now. Right, so I've still got this area. What's the time? Yeah, I could do about 10 more minutes, I think. So I've got 3 farms. I should actually put food in the farms. Shouldn't that might be a good idea? Exactly, Jesse. Disgusting. I have let you down. I have failed you, and I am so sorry. Actually, to be fair, the fact I have oily, well, still a bit of oily skin is why I look so beautiful and youthful. No one question that, please. Thank you very much. To make you laugh. Speaking of being beautiful, so my hair's been looking lovely recently, you may have noticed. And because I have my big tower fan when I'm on my work calls, my hair's always like slightly in the wind. And for like the last 2 weeks on work calls, my hair's looking quite floofy and nice. And I've got the wind, and everyone just keeps commenting I look like I'm in some kind of L'Oreal advert or something. Because I'll be on a call and I'll just be there with my long hair that's like been washed like in the morning, so it's all floofy, and just my hair's like blowing in the wind, but like gently, not like heavily. It's a good look. Can recommend. Thank you, Jesse. Single as shit though. I need to start dating again. I have been trying, and then I keep blowing it. I keep bombing. Spectacularly. Right. Exactly, Kitty, exactly. Right, what we're doing. What's the time? I want to see if I can put some shits here. This is where I would this is where I kind of really want some of the bits from like thingamajig. Exactly that, thingamajig, Hoojamaflip from Fallout 76, because there's some sort of cool stuff I could put in here. Let's board up this house for a bit first before we do anything else. You're right, Colin. You're right, babes. I know, exactly, right? Oh. I think I can just pop this in here, can't I? I don't think I even need to do the thing I was going to do. Oh, no, I know what I'm going to do. I even know about right now. I'm going to put some reverse jug fences. So I never scrapped this house, by the way. Right, Kitty, I'm going to store you, just so you can actually be placed properly in a bit. Now, my problem is I need to actually, start, talking to women a bit more. I do, but then I never actually make a move because I'm a fucking coward. Oh, I've made myself sad now. No, I'm actually good. Thank you, Jessica. Yeah, they look really good. I'm quite happy with this area. Oh, bugger. It looks cool, I think. It looks cool. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, actually, we'll have to put some things. You got a new cat? Oh, oh. I want a cat. I decided again. I decided as if I don't decide things every other week and change my mind because I'm very, very fickle. But this one's been a consistent one. Just I'm not. That is very glowy. Just at this perfect light. What was I saying? I really want to get some pets, but I'm not allowing myself to get a pet until I bought a house, I think. I thought about it, and I keep wanting to maybe get like a cat, or, but I think I'm going to wait until I own my own place, because I think I need a stable environment they can stay in. You give really good salmon. Oh my god. You fucker, that's so good. Oh. Well, the senility might have something to do with it, but no, yeah, I really want to get pets, but I have to wait until I buy a house. I thought about it, like the whole flat situation now. Like if I'd got a cat at my last place, which I was planning to do, and then I moved house, you know, like nearly a month after I decided I was going to get one. So but I really, really would like to make like an aviary, like somewhere for birds. I think would be really nice. I wouldn't mind to, because I really like pigeons a lot. I look after the pigeons. I've been doing it for ages now, and I'd love to get like some like a little shed aviary type thing for the pigeons, so they can have somewhere cozy and nice to sleep. That is what I would like to do. Which means I probably couldn't get a cat if I did that. I'd also, because I mentioned how I used to live in a farmhouse, I want chickens. I miss having chickens as pets. They're lovely. So that's what we're going to do. Pigeons and chickens. Are they real or AI? Now they're real. There's a pigeon. There's one pigeon now who just waits on my windowsill. I'm gonna be really sad when I move because this wood pigeon like is just constantly hanging around my flat now because I feed it every day. I feed it like multiple times throughout the day. I give it a little bowl, dish of water. There's around 3 or 4 of them, but there's one of them specifically who always waits on my house, and I need to make sure. Because I'm planning, I'd still preferably, ideally, live in the same, like, street I'm on now. So I'm sort of trying to find ways to get the pigeon to know where I've moved to. Because I've taken a lot of work befriending these pigeons. I don't want to lose on my hard work. Plus, it would make me sad if they, you know... Picked up. If they got used to having me feed them and then suddenly I disappeared. How to find the heat wave? This week wasn't too bad. I think, so I have my big tower fan. I've got my USB fan, but I have my big tower fan. And after the last one, I actually cleaned out the entire thing, so it's actually been not too bad. Sleeping is the big problem, though, because I just overheat like crazy. I'll leave him a note. What I was actually sort of planning to do, because the pigeon trusts me, if I live if I live on the same road, I'm only going to be like a few houses down that way. So what I'm generally tempted to do is to feed him and then just catch him and just walk him over to my new flat when I move there. That's my sort of plan. Or I'm going to try and get it to follow me. But I don't know, we'll see. Because basically, where I was before is I was like up the road. I'm going to point so you can see. I was up the road by like 2 minutes, and so I've moved 2 minutes down the road. And in my last flat, I started feeding the pigeons, and they started to do the same thing that this one's doing, which is though this one seems to like me even more, but they started to trust me. And I kind of don't want to lose that if possible. So yeah, we'll see. Because I like pigeons. If I can get a garden as well, that'd be amazing. Yeah, so basically, as of next week, this is probably the last of our heat waves now, I believe. And as of next week, it's going to start dropping. We're going to get rain, potentially. And soon it's going to drop below 20 degrees, which I'm so excited for. Right, guys, what I'll do is I'll stream to a past. So I'll stream because I'm actually quite enjoying this. Rain is going to be so good. Yeah, it's about 11:30 right now, so I'm going to stream for another 15 minutes. Make up for the fact that I didn't have video up that I promised to. And plus, I'm kind of in the zone. Let's put a board there. Yeah, no, I just want... why not stream forever? Well, I do need to sleep. And I do have a job, unfortunately. I mean, I work from home, so... I hope work's chill this week. God, I hope work's chill this week. I just want to be unbothered. Thank you, Jane. Let me know what you think. Yeah, like the drought is getting, like, honestly quite scary. Oh, I think there's another rug somewhere. Oh no, it's because of... Why is it not letting me place that? I bet I've got another rug knocking around. I know what I'll do. I'll just put it on the rug then. Of course, you're absolutely right. I'm personally just AI. It's a particularly shit AI. A really crappy version of, I don't know, ChatGPT or something. Get in there, you shithead. There we go. Although now it's not going to let me place it too far, is it? I put it in the wrong place. It shouldn't be. Should have been that side. Carsworth, can you drop in a knobhead, please? Thank you, dear. Thank you, Lady Jane. Yeah, we have a good vibe here, I think. The vibes are good. I always try and say that, like, I try and interact with you guys like I would mates. Because you are my mates. I've never understood, like, I've never been able to get behind, I can never get into content creators who come across a little bit too, like, a formalized entertainer. You get my point? A lot of streamers tend to do it where it feels a little bit insincere. Not to start drama, obviously, but, you know. Right, okay, cool. I think that is good. This is why you make me drink, basically, easy. You and your jokes and your puns. And your happy fallouts. This looks so good. Oh, this has been such a productive stream. Oh, Heckrod, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. I've got a lot of videos, so hopefully there is more to come as well. This looks awesome. Yeah, Jesse, that's something I've always... That's one of the reasons why, like, I never do any sponsored content as well. It's also why I'm maybe not too bothered about the fact that I'm not really in Bethesda's little creator circle anymore, because I think... I don't know, I never liked doing content like that. I just felt a little bit... There's still time, Andrew, don't worry. There's still time. I think I'd make a very good cult leader. Hope you're running a bit though, but we're good. We're good. Right, I know what I'm gonna do. Right, so this street is so good. This little area here is so cozy. Let's do a main save. I haven't done a main save in ages. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why, like, you know, I still do Fallout videos, even though technically, like, I am planning to do some more, like, algorithm friendly content, like the Project Zomboid stuff when Valheim drops, which will be, you know, better because they've got fresh big updates. But I'll never stop doing Fallout stuff because I just enjoy doing it. And I really like streaming. I must admit, sometimes like my brain is a little bit like I don't have the energy to talk to anyone. But the second I start streaming, I feel better. And I know I'll enjoy it. Also, this is really good for my mental health as well. Oh, God. Oh, yawning. Fuck. Yeah, so there was meant to be a Zomboid video up. Like, I've got a video uploaded and it's privated on my channel because I went to watch it back and there was a really... Basically, whenever I would zoom the camera out, the recording caused everything to stutter. And I was like, why is it doing that? And I figured out why. But then when I tried to record it again, it just kept going wrong. So I'm going to try again tomorrow. Tomorrow's video will be a Fallout video, though. And then I'll do the Zomboid video again for Tuesday. Oh yeah. That's one of the reasons why I've never. I mean, look, I've been involved in a bit of drama in the past, but it's usually, you know, like, it's usually when someone's being unpleasant in the Fallout community that I felt the need to get involved. But generally speaking, I don't get involved in the drama where possible. I don't give a shit. Oh. Right, I'm gonna finish this section. Am I gonna? Oh yeah. Well, you will get a video, should do tomorrow, Lady Jane. It'll be using the cloth structures. I do have some mods, but I'm good for now, I think, because my channel's pretty easy to manage. It's just, I have a few mods. But potentially I might need some more mods when, if or hopefully when the channel blows up again a little bit after the new influx of content comes in. Oh, I got itchy nose. Oh my god. Oh. Sorry, Jesse. I've got another 72 hours of this stream to do. Oh my god! Stop yawning. Jesse just told me to stop yawning. Where's my pillow gone? Where are you? Did I store my pillow? I think I stored my pillow. What drama? I mean, there was that Predator guy a few years ago. I think that was probably the biggest drama I was involved in. There was a genuine Predator in the Fallout community a few years ago. Who was awful. That was probably the only real drama I've been involved in. And I think, what else? Any other drama? Just that one, really, actually. Yeah, that guy. We will not say his name, because I don't even, but yeah, it was that guy. I've had some private drama before, but nothing much. I'm fairly chill, to be honest. I'm fairly chill. I did have a funny thing, and I like this one. I like because it makes me laugh. I did have a group of people. I've told this before. Back in the day when Fallout was back in like 2017-ish, I think, and there was a group of people in the Fallout settlement subreddit who despised me, and I didn't realize it was a very parasocial relationship, where they had decided that I wasn't very good at what I did and that I was misleading the community. Specifically, they didn't like the way I built and my suggestions, and they didn't like the way that I referred to the rug glitch and the pillar glitches as glitches. And I remember, yeah, Jesse, remember the no respawn say, and it all came to massive. I only discovered it like really like short space of time, where one of them what it was about like 4 people in the Fallout Settlement subreddit who were basically the best. And, you know, they basically, like, made the best settlements, and they would always post pictures. And I think they were very just jealous of me. And rather than just, like, engaging with me, because those of you know, like, when anyone would send me videos of what they were doing, I love shouting out people, because it's fun, I get to share more stuff, it's all collaborative and creative. Whereas this group of people had turned the fun building thing into this elitist snobbery. It was really weird. Like, I remember reading some of the threads of them, and they were like auteurs, they were artistes, and it was this really like self-aggrandizing, just weird snobbery. But don't forget, again, we're building settlements in Fallout, you know what I mean? This is basically The Sims, yeah? Bring yourself back down to earth. And they despised me, and I had no idea about it until like about a week before, when I started seeing their comments appear in like and Reddit threads when I was mentioned. And I get tagged in things, and then I'd see them replying, and I went this rabbit hole. And then one time, one of them, the most artiste of the artistes, just got like very obsessed, angry. I've been trying to find the video, because I think it's one of my Far Harbor videos. There's just this entire chain of this person just getting so upset and viciously angry at me for misleading the community by calling the rug glitch a glitch and things like that. It was so weird. Yeah, now everyone calls them glitch, yeah. Yeah, but basically what it is they didn't like the fact that I called the rug glitch a glitch. And some of my building suggestions. So, for example, how I mentioned that you ideally shouldn't repeat textures, because I think having the same text repeated looks a little bit messy. And just, it was really, really weird. But, like, these people despised me, and it was this, like, negative parasocial relationship, and it was so weird. Oh, Jessica, no, I like it, and I like the fact you pop in as well. Basically, in their argument was that the rug glitch and the pillar glitch weren't glitches at all. They were intended tools by the developers, which makes no sense. They're very clearly, ostensibly, glitches. It was a really weird thing. It was basically this parasocial relationship, and also one thing that was really weird is like there were like 3 of them, but there was the artiste and then his mate, and his mate was good, but he wasn't as good as the artiste, and his mate tried to be really chummy and nice to me. The problem is, his mate, I had read his comments like the week before, and he was so demeaning when he spoke about my work, in his idea that like there was his level and then there was the no respawns level way of doing things, which was really shit apparently. It was such a weird group of people. And again, this was like just this was just building. It was so strange. I remember Nostalgic Lily. Didn't she sold her Twitter, I think, to like a random, like she had like a really big Twitter. She had a lovely voice, Nostalgic Lily. But she stopped uploading, and then she had like a big Twitter that she then sold to someone, I think, and then that started posting really I think like cat content or something. It was really weird. Again, I wasn't really aware of any drama. She was quite nice. Oh yeah, Andrew. Yeah, that happens all the time. If you're like, if you don't, people just don't know how to react to things properly. I've also had some drama privately with some Fallout YouTubers, but I won't tell you about that. Right, on that note, I'm going to leave that there. Drama does suck. I've had some weird engagements with people, put it that way, privately in the DMs, and I've had to like stop talking to some people because of inappropriate messages from them, put it that way, or they're just being a bit weird with me. Question before I what's the question, Jesse? Also, I'm going to go to my camera. Oh, the camera looks so much better. Was the Fallout YouTuber? Which one? There's a couple of people who were... No, I can't say too much. The one that was the Predator was a smaller one, but they were popular, so they grew quite fast. And then, yeah. I've got... if you go for my video, you can figure out who it is, because I made a video with them like a couple of years ago. Oh, the Prime... No, I can't, because if I give you any hints on who that was, you'll recognize their name. But yeah, it was just someone I had to stop talking to because they were just really weird. Anywho, oh, and how long have you had a channel? Over 10 years. I started uploading Fallout videos in just at the end of 2015. Sorry, Jesse, because it's like the person was just weird, but they're not bad. Basically, it was just I had to stop talking to them because it got a bit strange. Anywho, on that note, I love you all. Sonic says, I keep pointing the wrong way. Sonic says bye. Bye, Sonic. Yeah, I should have a video up tomorrow, which will be a Fallout video, and then I'm going to aim to have the Project Zomboid video that I've already recorded, I'm going to redo for Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I'll speak to you soon. Later.